You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
On a chilly night from Navarre, it is our final week of Friday Night Rivals, week number 11, and I'm Christian Garman along with Jeff Price. And Jeff, we've queued up a good one to close things out. It's a rivalry. We've got Gulf Breeze at Navarre. Always a lot of fun.
Always a lot of fun. And when you look at both these teams, we'll start with Gulf Breeze. Both of them sit 7th in their respective regions. What does that mean? Only 8 will make the playoffs. This is a bit of a win or go home situation for both these squads tonight to add on the Beach Bowl rivalry. Talking about the Beach Bowl, it's been since 2016 that Gulf Breeze has got to hoist that trophy and take it back to Gulf Breeze. Pros and cons. For Gulf Breeze, good thing, maybe the best squad that Coach Clayton has had, bringing them here to Navarre. Bad thing, they've lost 3 of their last 4, so who knows what's going to happen. When you look at Navarre here, it's a bit of adversity last week, losing Kyle Chambers, their star quarterback, so we're going to get to see Hunter Feaster jumping into the Beach Bowl head on.
Yeah, it's like, here we go. It's, Gulf Breeze now sitting at 6-3, a fine record. Navarre 5-3, but like you said, they've lost 3 of 4. They were 5-0 at one point and still a very good team. And tonight may not be win and move on, lose and go home, but it's real close to that. It's definitely true that whatever team wins has a pretty good shot to make the playoffs, and whatever team loses has a pretty good shot to be sitting out next week. So there's a lot on the line. Let's get to the Northwest Florida State College keys to victory, and let's go ahead and start with Gulf Breeze, a team that was very hot. They've cooled off a bit. How do they turn that around and get out of here with a win?
Well, Gulf Breeze started off the season 5-0. We just talked about that. They were averaging 175 yards a game on the ground with Troy Coughlin. Since then, they've averaged less than 100 yards. They've got to find a way to get back on track. Coach Clayton said this week he's going to simplify the game plan and go basically when they're on that win streak and run those same play calls. So I tell you what, that could be the key to victory tonight.
And we've had Gulf Breeze a few times this year, and Coughlin is terrific. Would not be surprised to see him have a big night. On the other side, for Navarre, what do they need to do to get out of here with a win?
I think it kind of goes to the Gulf Breeze side. Simplify the game plan. Kyle Chambers is out. Hunter Feaster steps in, the young sophomore. He's had a few reliable snaps this year. We had him here week 1. He threw a pick 6. Who knows what's going to happen tonight here in the Beach Bowl, but I'm telling you, 2 guys to look out for to help Mr. Feaster out is Terrace Marshall and Derek Percival, Both those guys have combined for 1,000 yards this year. They're going to need every bit of those yards tonight against this really stout defense of Dolphins.
So along with everything else, it's the Beach Bowl, just a classic rivalry. There are 2 trophies on the line tonight. When we come back, it's kickoff for the last time this season on Friday Night Rivals. Gulf Breeze at Navarre. Good evening. We're back, and looks like the Pizza Man from Little Caesars is on the field. In fact, he threw out the coin just moments ago. Did the coin toss. Jeff, you've been obsessed with this guy for 2 hours at this point. You're like, you love mascots.
Good to see Little C out there just doing his thing. Great coin flip, by the way.
Now, did you name him Little C? Or?
I did.
Okay. It's pretty good.
You know, the kids are all hip, and that's about as hip as I can be, I guess. But look, how long has it been since we've actually seen the Little Caesars guy?
It's been a while, man.
I think a lot of people realize, maybe he was gone unless you look at the box. But
Meanwhile, the coin toss happened. We're both watching this guy. I don't even know who won the coin.
Gulf Breeze won the toss and deferred.
Okay, good job.
So Navarre will start
done.
off with the football. See, I can do 2 things at once. Keep my eye on Little C.
All right, so Navarre will get the ball first, and it's a great night. Jeff, we knew the crowd would be big for both sides. Obviously, Gulf Breeze is just down the road, about a 20-minute drive. This is a rivalry. When I said there are 2 trophies on the line, of course, we give out a trophy every single week, but they literally have a trophy for this Beach Bowl, and it's been a while since Gulf Breeze has had their hands on it.
Yeah, 2016 was the last time that the Gulf Breeze Dolphins were able to hoist that trophy. And again, I talked about it in the open. This might be the best squad that, Coach Clayton has had in a while, bringing his Dolphins here. But I'm telling you right now, Navarre just doesn't seem to lose at home.
Yeah.
We had them week 1 against Fort Walton Beach. They look great. Here's the problem with Navarre. When you look at the other side of the football, or the other side of the sidelines right there as well, Kyle Chambers is gone. I mean, one of their leaders is gone at quarterback. So we're going to enter Hunter Feaster coming into the game. We've heard of some insight about some other young young guys taking maybe over the game. Mr. Gold at running back, I believe, the freshman.
Yeah, we were tipped off by two different people that E.J. Love, number 42 for Navarre, he's a running back, he's a freshman running back. And we were told by a couple of people that he's terrific and somebody to look out for. He was not on my radar, Jeff. I don't know if you were hip to him, but it was a great tip. Two different people here who work at Navarre up in the booth where we are gave us that tip about an hour ago. So that's number 42, E.J. Love. He's a freshman running back, and we'll see what he does tonight. So it's nice to get that sort of intel. And as you can see, we're about ready to roll here. Gulf Breeze is, as you noted, won the coin toss and is going to be kicking off here. And gosh, here we go for the last time, Jeff. And it couldn't be. It's maybe the best atmosphere. I mean, people
this is great.
There's a lot on the line tonight.
You know, we do try to do the best game every single week.
Yep.
Well, this is a big rivalry game. Anybody that knows anything about this area, you don't have to be from Navarre or Gulf Breeze. Yep. You realize there's Pace, Milton. You've got Tate, Pace. You've got Gulf Breeze, Navarre. I mean, the list goes on, but this is one of the great games. And, man, what an atmosphere we have tonight.
Terrence Marshall, as you saw, is back to handle the kickoff, and he's going to get his chance here. Fields it, as you see, back at the goal line. And a big hole. Takes it out to the 31-yard line. A terrific return from the sophomore. That's Terrence Marshall. Good field position for Navarre.
Yeah, that Navarre offense, again, Hunter Feaster getting his first official start this year in probably the biggest game for Navarre all year. When they're 7th in the region, obviously they need to win to retain those playoff hopes. If they win, they're in. If they lose, who knows what happens. But you see the Navarre offense, again, Feaster at quarterback, DeCourt at running back. Keep an eye on him as well. Richardson, Marshall, Reese, Percival, Pollard, Cunningham, Mraz, Newman, and Akers. Keep an eye on Percival as well. We talked about him in the open. Those are going to be the guys at receiver. They're going to take some pressure off of Feaster. But here's the thing. We know Feaster can run the football a little bit. He is not the runner that Chambers was. How does that affect the game plan for Coach Jay Walls?
And by the way, there was a penalty on that kickoff. I believe it was a block in the back. So forget that starting at the 31, all the way back now at about the 8-yard line is where Navarre is going to start this drive. And we'll see what Mr. Feaster can do. Start out of the shotgun, and they're going to keep it on the ground here. That's number 3, Chris DeCourt, who's terrific, and probably we'll see him getting a lot of action tonight, Jeff.
Yes, absolutely. Navarre's going to have a slew of backs they can put in there as well. We just talked about Love. Well, how's he going to make his role in tonight's game? But we got the Gulf Breeze defense. You see Walker, Oquist, Thorne again, Watson, McLaughlin, Mason, Johnson, DeWeese. Watch Lumpy DeWeese in that backfield or that secondary.
This time Feaster's going to throw over the middle. He's got his man wide open, who fell down. He was wide open. That was number 8, Jadon Reese, Jadon Reese. And he fell, Jeff. Otherwise, he's wide open.
Yeah, that was going to be a great pitch and catch right there, but Reese falls down. Nonetheless, I like the easy play call for the young quarterback, and I like coming out throwing. I like coming out throwing in the first drive.
Yeah, give him a little confidence early. It's going to make it 3rd down and 8, though, after the incomplete there. Feaster will stay in the shotgun. Navarre has wideouts on both sides here, 3 in total. The court in the backfield. Feaster under some pressure. Makes a nice pass. Coming out of the backfield, that's Chris DeCourt through to the 22-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air. A nice conversion on 3rd down there, Jeff.
Absolutely. Great play call by Coach Walls and his staff right there. Nice, easy throw. Running back comes out of the backfield. Linebacker can't cover him, leaves an open man.
Yeah, well done there for Navarre. And as you noted, getting Feaster a chance to throw it a little bit, giving him some confidence. And that right there, we know, helps. 3rd and 8, you convert deep in your own territory. It's a nice way to get things rolling. Here's I was going to mention the starters, but you handled that already. Feaster's going to throw again, and he's going to go for the big bomb. They're going to throw a flag, yeah. Number 22, Derek Percival, of course, was the intended receiver, but he was getting tripped up.
I tell you what, great throw, by the way, by Feaster. Just putting some air under and letting his guy go get it. And, boy, unfortunately for number 3 right there, Cohen Kimber, he's going to get the flag.
Yeah, I do think it looked like their feet got tangled up there. I can see why they got the call. There it is. By the way, we do not have a mic on the ref tonight, so just to tell you that. I know a lot of times.
All us tonight.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Out to the 39-yard line after the penalty. Of course, in high school, it's not a spot on the foul situation. You don't get it where the infraction occurred. 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air. And this time they keep it on the ground. picks up a yard. Maybe a little bit of a mixed offense here so far for Navarre. We've seen a couple on the ground, throwing it over the middle. So Coach Wallace clearly wanted to mix it up and not afraid to let Feaster throw the ball, that's for sure.
No, I love letting Feaster come out and throw the football. It just shows confidence in your quarterback. By the way, that was E.J. Love, the young freshman we just talked about in the open.
Look at that. It's a Dolphin. Got a level rivalry. 2nd down and 9. That's great.
Just hearing you laugh about the Dolphin.
It's funny, you know, there's Navarre. There we go, running up the middle this time. That's DeCourt, who picks up a couple more. It'll be 3rd and 5. Those Raiders are trying to rip that Dolphin apart.
Gotta love the rivalry, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's great.
Just means a little bit more.
Just throwing it around.
This is definitely the game of the night here when you look at what's on the line for both these teams. And then guess what? You forget that, you know, it's the Beach Bowl, and these two teams love to hate each other. And we got a little tidbit about both quarterbacks as well in just a moment.
3rd down now. Feaster going to keep it, and that's
there
a huge hole.
goes.
And that's going to be a 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air. A big gain of about 14 yards as they cross midfield. And yeah, you mentioned a tip. We were told that Feaster and Battle Albertson, quarterback for Gulf Breeze, work out together 3 or 4 times a week and have been doing so for the better part of the year. Yep. And they got somebody leading them too.
Yeah, remember Michael Carter, the young man that plays running back for the Jets, played here
last night.
Carters are pretty famous around these parts. But his brother Dwayne Carter trains both of them. So these young men, he works out with them, trains with them. That's just interesting for tonight's matchup.
Yeah, it's great to know that these two starting quarterbacks apparently pretty good friends there. Feaster keeps that one on the ground, picks up about 4, 2nd down and 6. But yeah, that's one of the great things. You know, you show up early, you hang out at Navarre, and people are very willing to stop by and give you a tip or two. That's where we got the same info about E.J. Love, number 42, the freshman running back. So a couple plays in a row, Feaster has kept it himself, and it's a great success. 2nd down and 6 now. He's going to throw it this time. No, he's not. He's going to take off again.
He's just going to be short of the first, about a yard.
Yeah, tried to reach out over, but I think he was already down. So probably going to be third and about a yard, like you said here, down to the 31-yard line. It'll be a 47-yard field goal from there, maybe 48. So.
Love it from Feaster. Just the confidence to be able to tuck it and run. If it's not there, don't wait. You know that Gulf Breeze pass rush is going to get you at some point. So great job picking up the yards.
And keep it on the ground, and DeCourt will get the 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air now to the 26-yard line. So Navarre having a fine first possession here, marching it down the field.
Yeah, that big offensive line, Navarre. Navarre, we've always known to have a good offensive line. Those big boys, I'll tell you what, from week 1 to right now, they look much different. And that's to the credit of Coach Jay Walls and his coaching staff. These guys look to be on the same page right now.
All right, so here we go. 1st and 10, sitting at the 26-yard line, 27. Navarre runs out of the shotgun most of the time. Feaster going to hand this one off to DeCourt, who comes out wide. Has another nice gain. It's going to be short of the 1st down, but it's a big gain on 1st down. Should be 2nd and about 2.
Yeah, DeCourt, what a great back for them right there. And 5'5", also, by the way, when you're running behind a big offensive line, tough to see.
Tough to even see him.
And then by the time you see him, he's either running over you or running around you, and he's gone.
Yeah, he's terrific with 7:14 to go here. Quarter number 1, 2nd down and 3. This time, DeCourt comes back the other way.
DeCourt would have cut it up.
Yeah, gets it down to about the 18-yard line, right around the 1st down marker. We'll see if it's enough.
Well, if DeCourt would have cut that back up the middle of the field, he may be gone for 6, but nonetheless, I believe he got enough. Or is he just short? Looks like it's just short.
Yeah, it's very close, but I agree with you. So Navarre, they're 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions, and they got a chance to go 4 for 4 because it will be 3rd down and inches. Sitting at the 17-yard line. Gonna hammer this one up the middle, Jeff, or throw over the top for 6?
I think they're gonna go safe and run the football right here.
All right, there we go. Gonna keep it on the ground. DeCourt will have himself a 1st and goal in the Synovus red zone and then some. DeCourt finds the hole, gets a whole lot more than a couple of inches, all the way down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, you asked me, were they going to try to throw it over the middle or throw the football for 6? Well, they almost ran the football for 6. Great, again, blocking by the offensive line. You see the heating and air conditioning instant replay. Look at that. Look at that gap. Me and you can run through that. We wouldn't get far, but we could still run through that gap.
They needed inches. They got 14. And this time the Gulf Breeze defense gets fooled. At least I did. I was sure that was coming this way, but I think he's just short of the end zone there.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be second and goal. Really close, right up on it here.
You know what I would love to see called right here? Get under center and quarterback sneak.
Well, we may see that chance. As Navarre is on the 1, they're about exactly a yard away here. Second down and goal. Clock continues to roll. We'll be getting a water break.
Over 6 minutes on this drive, by the way.
Great opening possession. They want to cap it with a touchdown, and they have a very good chance to do that on this play. DeCourt will get it.
There it
DeCourt
is.
will score. Touchdown, Navarre. So just a really impressive drive for Navarre. That's a 15-play, 93-yard drive. Incredible way to start the game. A statement made in the Beach Bowl. Here's another look at the touchdown as DeCourt, who did so much on the drive, caps it there for 6.
I mean, the score tells you everything right there. That play tells you how that drive went. You see the offensive line getting the push, and he didn't get touched until he was already in the end zone. So, man, if that's a sign of things to come, Gulf Breeze, the Dolphin defense is going to have to find a way to slow it down.
Extra point up and good from Howard Caden. So we will step away, Navarre, after a very impressive drive, leading 7-0.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
The airport dental smile cam. That Dolphin not smiling, I can assure you.
Still lives.
As the Navarre Raiders fans and faithful out here having some fun with that thing. Of course, Gulf Breeze, the mascot, the Dolphins, and they're smiling here. Listen, a 93-yard, 15-play drive to open the game with an on-paper backup quarterback. I'd say a lot to smile about if you're a Navarre fan right now.
Yeah, again, and the backup quarterback not looking like a backup. So that's good news for Coach Walls and his crew tonight.
Yeah, he looked, talking about Feaster, he really looked terrific. As did DeCourt, who played a big role there as well, had a lot of yards. So Gulf Breeze now, of course, won the toss, decided to wait till the second half. This will be their first chance here in the first quarter to get their hands on the ball and probably feel a little heat, want to answer after such a statement drive. We get rolling.
Bit of a knuckleball right there.
It might go out of bounds. Yes, indeed it will. So that's going to be a penalty, of course, as it just trickles its way out of bounds. And number 9 there, Carson Hepworth, decides not to pick it up. So 5:24 to go here, and we should any minute here get the water break. And usually it comes a little while ago, but because things are moving so quick.
Well, that, and then because we just kind of, they had their break right now after that score.
Got it. So we'll
go ahead and use
just skip over it. Gotcha. I hear you. We'll get the starting lineups here on the screen in just a moment.
That Gulf Breeze band.
From P-More. Yeah, they're having a blast. They always are. Every time we show them, they're just having a great time. I love it. All right, so here we go as Gulf Breeze again going to try and answer. Battle Alberson, the quarterback for Gulf Breeze, number 18. He's going to throw it right away. Not able to.
Swallowed up.
Wanted to, but the Navarre D all over him, and it's going to be a loss of about a yard.
But when you hold the football that long, it doesn't matter who you're playing. Boy, a good chance you're going to give up a sack. And the offensive line, there you go for Gulf Breeze on offense. You see Battle Alberson, Troy Coughlin, the talented running back, Rouillet, Cook, Hepworth, Clayton, Carnley, Schofister, Taylor, Ferris, and Denby. That is a talented bunch.
They're really good. Yeah, they were 5-0. They have lost 3 of 4, but they're very good. They can certainly score. This time they keep it on the ground. It's going to be a pickup of a couple, but remember they lost yards on first down, so that'll make it 3rd and 9. And we know one thing for sure, Jeff, as we take a look at the Navarre starting defense with Wilson, McKinney, Ducati, Moon, Wright, Caballero. Christian Caballero is terrific. Sebastian Melendez, also a great linebacker. Sagdalin, Deuce, Ned, Crowder, and Percival. We know that Gulf Breeze doesn't want to go 3 and out after what they just saw with Navarre. So there's a lot riding on this third down and 8.
Make no mistake, Gulf Breeze can throw the football.
Yep, and they're going to do that right here. Could be picked off. It will be picked off. Not a great throw, and that's number 40 for Navarre, who's all over it, Jaden Moon. And wow, just like that, a poor decision from Battle Alberson, and Navarre in very good shape.
Well, here's the thing. When you're going to stare your receiver down, you got a good linebacker like Moon right there. He actually runs the route better than the young man. Watch this. You're just staring him down the entire time. Nothing you can do right there, and that's Carson Hepworth, one of their talented receivers. So
makes a nice tackle.
Yeah, absolutely. A touchdown-saving tackle, possibly.
Otherwise that's 6. I agree. But what it is 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line as the Navarre offense is back on the field here after looking so good just moments ago. Had a very long possession, both in time and yardage, 93 yards. And going to come out throwing here. Feaster. Going to able to get rid of it. Good job.
Yeah, it was a great job of fading right there. But here's the thing. You don't want to wait too long back there. And I tell you what, for Gulf Breeze, that's a good job pursuing the young quarterback. But you got to have a clock in your head as a quarterback. When you've got 2 or 3 seconds, once they're done, you know you've got to roll. You've got to move immediately. So interested to see how Mr. Feaster's going to handle it. Again, Kyle Chambers was a great running quarterback for him with over 500 yards. Feaster's not necessarily that good a runner, but he is very athletic.
Yeah, and he's had a couple of nice runs tonight. This time they keep it on the ground, and that's DeCourt, who picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd down.
Great job for the Dolphins right here. This is exactly what they needed, forcing a 3rd and long.
They do. That defense has to be thinking, I can't believe we're back out on the field already after spending so much time to start this game. And, yeah, they'd love to get the stop here and get off the field. Although Navarre may go for it on 4th down from this position on the field at the 39.
The Dolphins already been on the field over 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes now.
Right. They're down 8. Feaster going to throw over the middle. Once again, his receiver kind of tripped, and that's the second time we've seen it. That's number 22, Derek Percival. And Jeff, he was open.
Yeah.
It's the second time tonight we've seen this.
Got to get those longer cleats, maybe.
I don't know, man.
Who knows?
We were on the field before the game. Seemed to be in fine condition.
You were running great routes out there. I mean, if you can do it.
I'm as fast as I was then. That may be true. Exactly. All right, so 4th down, and obviously Navarre will end up punting here from the 39. So that Gulf Breeze D gets just what they needed after the interception.
Little pooch kick.
Yeah. Gets a great roll inside the 20 now, and it's going to be stopped at about the 19-yard line. So Battle Alberson, who throws the pick, ends up, other than a couple of minutes on the clock, Jeff, really doesn't lose much out of that as the Gulf Breeze D comes up so big. So he's going to get another chance to get going here.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Bobby Clayton, the coach for Gulf Breeze over there, you just got to tell your young quarterback, hey, listen, forget it, let's move on.
Yeah.
Great job, like you said, by the defense. I thought that was tremendous. That could be one of the biggest drives of the game for that defense, is being able to stop them from going up 14-0 because the mindset changes completely.
Well, and, given what Navarre did on their first position, there was no reason to believe they were going to go out and stop them like that. So that was huge. And now we go the other way as the Gulf Breeze offense is back on the field, going to keep it on the ground here. And that's a big hole. And Troy Coughlin, who we mentioned would probably play real well tonight, he's terrific, picks up 8 or 9, it looks like, just short of a first.
The thing with Coughlin is he just gets better as the game goes on.
Yeah, for sure.
So the offensive line's got to find ways. Like, great job right there to get that blocking, and great job by Coughlin just battling. He's got to hold on to the football, but when he gets to 15 carries, he's a different animal, and he can wear a defense out in a hurry.
And he did pick up 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Navarre threatened a blitz there, but Coughlin's going to be able to get just enough to get the first down from Family Heating and Air. 1st and 10 for Gulf Breeze. That's their first of the night.
Yeah, you talked about Navarre bringing a blitz, brought up middle linebacker blitz right there, but great job by the offensive line of picking it up, and that's the difference in getting the first down.
So right at the 31-yard line as the clock continues to roll. So far, a very quick first quarter, and that, of course, because of that tremendous drive from Navarre. Here's Coughlin again coming the other way, but Navarre is all over it. That's going to be a loss.
Yeah, it looked like the offensive lineman right there just kind of lost his block, and I believe that was number 9, Christian Caballero, and that's a young man, by the way. He does not miss tackles.
Yeah, great player.
Oh, it was not Caballero. Excuse me, number 96, which was Nick Ducati coming up with the big hit.
Yeah. And it is a loss, although less than I thought. Loss of about a half a yard, it looks like. So 2nd down and just over 10, as you can see on the far side there with the 2 position just behind the red marker. Out of the shotgun, and once again, that's the same throw we saw get picked off a few minutes ago. This time Carson Hepworth able to pull it in, but it's going to be 3rd and long after very little gain there, about 2. Check that, more like 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Gulf Breeze is going to have to find, maybe it's play action over the top, but I don't think it's going to happen right now on 3rd and long. But you got to find some play action to be able to open this field up and throw the football down the field to give Mr. Coughlin a little bit of break in the backfield.
So here we go again, and Coach Clayton wants this offense to stay on the field. Third down now. They're going to keep it on the ground with Coughlin, and that Navarre D is all over him. He fights for a few, but it's going to be fourth down, and got to think this deep that Gulf Breeze has no choice but to punt now, Jeff.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to send on the punting unit, but great job, the Navarre defensive front, hitting him as soon as he got the ball. They slowed his progression, and that was the difference where the rest and the cavalry could come in and make the tackle.
Derek Percival will be back to receive this punt. Going to put himself at about the 30 with Carson Hepworth doing the punting right there on the screen for Gulf Breeze from his 19-yard line is where he's setting up. So, and Percival, by the way, made his way back to about the 25. Good looking punt.
Beautiful punt.
Yeah, really good. Percival will field it at the 22, and solid
Great
coverage.
job.
Yeah, Gulf Breeze
Special
is
teams.
all over it from the terrific punt from Hepworth and then great coverage. So that's about as well as it could have worked out. Do we have a flag? Yeah, we do have a flag down right around midfield, about the 42-yard line. So we'll see what that's all about. That's interesting location for that flag, Jeff. It's nowhere near where Percival received it.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting call.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to back them up.
Yep. Second time we've seen that tonight. The special teams for Navarre losing yardage, and looks like it's a hold.
Yep. Against the Raiders.
Yep.
Well, I mean, last time they had to go 93 yards, and they did.
That's
so
true.
And then when they had a short field, they couldn't get anything going. So
They
maybe
prefer to start deep in their own
they
territory.
like to use the entire
Yeah,
field.
you just see everything, kind of figure out what they want to try. As you can see, we're very late here in the quarter with just over 20 seconds of game time left. And, yeah, that was a big penalty all the way back to the 19-yard line, it looks like. So, first time around, I think it put him back at about the 7 or 8. So, yes, indeed.
Probably be the last play of the quarter here.
Mm-hmm.
What a quarter it's been.
It's been a great quarter, certainly for Navarre. A terrific offense. Great crowd tonight from both teams. Cool air. Just feels great out here. They are going to keep it on the ground, and that's DeCourt who gets out to the 17-yard line. Picks himself up about 7, so looks like that is how this quarter will end. We'll make sure here with 10 seconds and counting.
Yep. Well, hopefully this is a sign of things to come. What a great ball game so far.
It'd be nice if it just stays nice and tight. Give us something awesome to watch with a lot on the line. That will do it for quarter number 1 as both teams will head to the other side of the field. We'll be right back. See how things go in the second quarter.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
The Airport Dental Smile Cam in action tonight. I like the gentleman on the right there had a tie on. Keep it classy here. I love it. It's a chilly night. A lot of people in long sleeves, a lot of people with blankets as we're ready once again here. Second down and 6 to start the quarter, and it's picked off. A big turnover there to get things rolling. Number 5 for Gulf Breeze, Dakota Watson makes the play, and it's going to be terrific field position for Gulf Breeze. How about that, Jeff?
Well, anything you can do, I can do better
Seriously.
right there. The Gulf Breeze defense coming up big. And again, Hunter Feaster just tries to loft it over the middle as he felt the pressure. Credit that defensive front for Gulf Breeze, putting the pressure on Feaster, and an even better play by Mr. Watson.
It's a good thing we did the Airport Dental Smile Cam before that play for Navarre. Nothing to smile about now after that moment. Wow.
Now, can you take advantage of it right here for Gulf Breeze? Short field.
Yeah, they're starting at the 24-yard line, so just almost in the Synovus red zone right now. And Battle Alberson would love to get things rolling here. Man, what a play that was. They're going to throw the end zone and try and make it a quick strike. Oh, and he had him, even hit him in the hands there. That's number 15, Brock Clayton, the sophomore receiver, not able to pull it in. Jeff going for the quick, big strike.
And you see Maurice Deuce Ned right there. He a little bit of a hand fight they got into, and Deuce wins it. Watch this. Thought he had him. Look,
Oh, wow, look at
Clayton just kind of tosses him a little bit, but Deuce keeps fighting. Great job by the young man. Surprised we didn't see an offensive pass
I am
interference.
too, on the replay for sure. Second down and 10 now from the 24-yard line. Coughlin's going to get it, and he's going to be good for about 3, but it will be 3rd down and 7.
Boy, Navarre is just stifling this Gulf Breeze offense right now. Not a whole lot going on. It's just interesting to what Coach Clayton, I know he wants to run the football. Again, we talked about it. He said this week he was going to simplify the play calls, simplify the game plan for him, kind of go back to what was working when they were 5-0. And I tell you what, right now, Navarre is having none of it.
Adam Alberson, the sophomore, and it's going to be 3rd and 9. I thought Coughlin picked up 3, but no, more like 1. They go to the end zone again. The same play we saw moments ago. A perfectly placed pass. Was it caught?
Yes, it
was. Touchdown.
was.
Incredible. What a pass. And Carson Hepworth reels it in. Touchdown, Gulf Breeze. They answer off the turnover. Wow.
Yeah, great job by, look, the offensive line. A blitz was coming again up the middle. Middle linebacker comes. Offensive line picks it up for Gulf Breeze, but an even better throw. Just a beautiful throw out there, a corner route. Throw it out there, give it some air, let your guy run underneath it. Man, you could have thrown that in a bucket right there,
Seriously.
young man. Great job.
That's beautiful. So it's a 3-play, 24-yard drive. It started on the 24. They threw to the end zone 2 out of 3 times, and on the second of those, they were able to convert. So now, to tie things up, is number 19, Dylan Seeger, the senior kicker for Gulf Breeze.
She's a beaut.
Yep, up and good, and that's going to make it 7-7. So here we go. It's a rivalry, and it feels like it. Stay tuned, folks. A lot of fireworks here in South Santa Rosa tonight.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
And we are back, and Gulf Breeze admiring their work, just looking at the TV there, Jeff, and they're like, yeah, that was pretty, as Alberson checking it out, I'm sure. Why not? That was very impressive. A great answer for Gulf Breeze after they were a bit stymied in quarter number 1. But it's 7-7 here early in the second quarter. And, of course, Jeff, it's the last regular season week. A lot of games up and down the coast.
Yeah, for Alabama, they start playoffs this week. And for Florida, this is the final game. For some, they needed to get to the playoffs. So Baker is up 42-0 at half against Vernon. Pace 18, Booker T 14 right there. Tate and Pine Forest, they do not have a score yet. South Walton, by the way, we talk about South Walton, a team maybe you're not familiar with. They put up tons of points every week. They're already up 28-6 on Lighthouse. Milton and Fort Walton Beach, the Vikes trying to get a big win at home to end the season. It's tied at 10 right now, and Chipley over Jay, 7-0.
Okay, very good, thank you. So there was your Friday Night Rivals sports booth from Northwest Florida State College. We're back here, and we've got certainly some sweet action out on the field. This has been great, as we had a huge drive from Navarre, then a turnover from Gulf Breeze, and Navarre didn't do anything with it. Gulf Breeze gets an enormous turnover. They score, and that's how we get tied at 7 here with 11:02 to go in the first half. Navarre's had 3 possessions, one of which was most impressive. The other 2, they're not able to do much. See what they can do here.
Uh-oh.
And that Gulf Breeze D is all over it. That's number 32 for the Dolphins, Gavin Quinville, who just makes a tremendous play there.
Yeah, great pursuit right there. In fact, there was a bunch of Dolphins right there. I'm not sure what a host of Dolphins would be. I'll have to look that up.
A Dolphi.
Dolphin. You don't look sure about that.
Don't Google it.
All right. Well, a Dolphi coming after the young back right there. I don't know if I can say that anymore, just in case.
You should. So it's a big loss, by the way. 2nd and 18.
Easy way of putting it.
Yeah, let's just say that. 2nd and 18 now. This time Fisher's going to throw right over the top there. And number 12. Is that right there? Is that number 12?
42.
No, 42. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, that's number 42. E.J. Love, who we were told about. And he's able to pick up a few, make it a 3rd and 8 manageable after the 10-yard gain. So 2nd and 18 turns into 3rd and 8.
Well, Navarre's got to answer now. Gulf Breeze has got the momentum on their side. So this is a big 3rd down for the Raiders.
Sure is. 9:55 to go. Feels kind of like every play's big. Here we go.
No kidding.
Wide
Beautiful
open, a great throw, and wide open is number 22, Derek Percival. So from Pensacola State College, that'll be a 1st and 10 and a great conversion for Navarre.
Yep, we talked about Marshall and Percival tonight was key for getting Hunter Feaster comfortable back there throwing the football. We knew that was going to be his go-to guys. Averaging almost, or coming into this game with almost 1,000 yards in the season, and you see why right there.
That's a gain of 20 on 3rd and 8. This time they're going to keep it on the ground. And Yes, indeed. Feaster keeps it himself. Picks up a couple, so it's going to be second down now, and it looks like about 7 right out near midfield.
It may not be a big gain right there for the Navarre offense, but I'm telling you, for Feaster to run the football keeps the offense normal. Remember, Chambers was a heck of a runner for him, so
right.
they can run. They can run the same exact offense, don't have to change a whole lot.
Yep. So from the 48-yard line, second down and 7 as we hit 9 minutes to go here in half number 1 of the Beach Bowl. Keep it on the ground in a nice big hole, and looks like it'll be enough for a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College, and of course that's Chris DeCourt, terrific running back, senior running back.
Yeah, great job by the offensive line, and great job for DeCourt just keeping it downhill running. I love it. I hate when guys bounce in and out running sideline to sideline. Love to see those backs run straight up the middle.
We were talking, Jeff, about the fact that Feaster, quarterback for Navarre, and Alberson, quarterback for Gulf Breeze, work out together. Apparently pretty good friends. Both sophomore quarterbacks, too. So a nice little rivalry right there is developing as well here for the next few years as the Gulf Breeze D is all over DeCourt, who seems shocked at what just happened. It's going to be a loss.
Yeah, Jacob Thorne comes through. He's been close on plenty of plays tonight. Finally got his hands on the back that time. Great job by Mr. Thorne.
It's a loss of about a yard, second down and 11 from the 45-yard line.
A lot of young players on this Gulf Breeze squad, and I'll tell you what, for Navarre, they've got some young guys up and coming. There's some backups right now, but getting some big playing time. Gotta love the future.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Second down, 11. Feaster's going to throw. He's got his man wide open, too. And it's going to be another 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College. A beautiful pass there. That's Jadon Reese. And out near the Synovus red zone now is Navarre down to about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, Gulf Breeze runs a bit of a zone defense right there. What happens in a zone? Well, there's places that are just wide open holes. You see that right there. He just settles in between the defense. Great job. Great throw by Feaster.
The 25-yard gain puts Navarre in a very good position. This time the ball's on the ground and picked up, and oh my, the bounce of the year for Gulf Breeze.
He gone.
And how about this? That is number 17, Andrew Thorne, who's got to be thinking, how did I end up in the ball? What just happened? I'll tell you what just happened. You had a play that changes everything. Incredible.
Goodness gracious, Mr. Thorne. It's about right place, right time.
Seriously.
Boy, oh boy, I tell you what, we got a Closets by Design
look at the
play
bounce
of the
right
game.
into his
This could be
hands.
it right here.
Incredible. And I swear, right now he's just thinking, what am I running? What's happening?
He's running so hard. Look at him. He got his chest out. Man, that's a long run for a big defensive end.
Incredible.
Woo.
Senior linebacker, Andrew Thorne. And if this ends up being his last game, that's a nice play to play in. Wow. So here we go for the extra point. Up
Beautiful.
and absolutely good from Dylan Seeker. And out of nowhere, Gulf Breeze takes the lead 14-7. Incredible. Stay tuned.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Well, we're back live and a little bit stunned only because Navarre was moving so thoroughly down the field. They had just completed a 25-yard pass. They were about 2 yards away from the Synovus red zone, and then everything changed on a fumble that was returned about 75 yards for Gulf Breeze, and just like that, they lead 14-7. Wow.
Well, this is what we came here for.
Yeah, don't look down. Holy cow. Another pooch kick here. Going to be fielded at the 31-yard line, and this time he's going to try and do something with it. Gets it out to about the 37-yard line.
Oh, it's a brave soul, not fair catching that ball when you know guys are running downhill at you.
And he did moments ago on the last kickoff. There was a fair catch on the very same play, but not this time. So, pretty good field position for Navarre. And, you know, Jeff, despite what just happened, we do know Navarre is moving the ball down the field. They were in the middle of a big drive there.
Yes, they were. And they were having their way with that defense after stalling out the drive before. So, oh, my goodness. Interesting how Navarre wants to come out. Do they play action first play here and try to go deep, or do they just play it safe and keep, well, doing what's been working?
Yeah, I mean, we have seen Feaster throw over the middle to great success 2 or 3 times, and a couple of other times he had guys wide open who happened to trip. So Navarre's having,
bottom of the screen.
Yeah, this time they'll keep it on the ground, and that's Chris DeCourt, who picks up about a yard. The senior running back / linebacker, plays on both sides of the ball here. 7 minutes to go in the first half.
You kind of feel like that scoop and score, you just got to catch your breath.
Yeah.
Even up here in the booth.
That was amazing. That was
restart a little bit.
And you knew the second it was like, oh, this is a touchdown. He never broke stride.
Nope.
I mean, it couldn't have gone better for them. It was really something. So, 2nd down and 9. To Court again, who's got a big hole by himself. And he is going, boy, nearly breaks it. It's a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College out to the 42. And Jeff, he's about one hand grab away from 6.
Boy, you talk about the shoelace away from gone. And I tell you what, again, check the offensive line. Look at this right here. Look at that hole. I mean, that's a hat on a hat everywhere you look. There is not a man that is not accounted for, and that's where Mr. DeCourt's success comes from. Ooh, my goodness.
17-yard scramble there for Chris DeCourt, now to the 43-yard line. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wait. Yeah, that's right. This time.
Words.
I'm like Mike Greenberg, who can never get a phrase right. I can't either. I try with those things and never get them. Picks up maybe a yard.
Fix, don't break it.
Yeah.
Is that what you...
If it's broken, fix it, I think is although you can't argue with that logic. I defy you.
All right, you win.
Thank you. So DeCourt doesn't lose or gain there, just breaks even, 2nd down and 10. And all these runs think they're setting up the pass, and sure enough, Feaster wants to throw it a little high there. Chris DeCourt not able to make the one-handed grab, so it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Well, an obvious passing down right here for the Raiders.
And they can do it. They've done it all night, Jeff, and done it well. That zone D we've seen Gulf Breeze play a couple of times has led to some wide open Navarre receivers.
I tell you what, Cohen Kimber's done a good job tonight on Terrence Marshall. Top of your screen, number 2. That's a matchup, especially when him playing close coverage like that. Watch the one-on-one.
All right, 3rd and 10.
Got a man, got Marshall.
Roll out, gets it to DeCourt, and he's not going to get a 1st down, but he's going to give, I think, Coach Jay Walls a decision because it's going to be 4th and short after the gain of about 8, and now down to the 35-yard line. Would not be surprised at all if Navarre goes for this.
Yeah, I think decision made by how many yards they gained right there.
Yeah.
Be very surprised. Oh, my goodness. Are they punting?
Yeah, that looks
or
like
they just
maybe
bring a different unit in?
They're definitely bringing in a whole lot of people. Looks like
Feaster's still out there.
Yeah,
so.
they're going to go for it. So it's 4th down, and like I said, about 2, maybe 3.
They brought a lot of jumbo package on the field right there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this set right here, folks. Goodness great. Look at that meat running at you.
Muscle their way, and here we go. I don't know. I think the Gulf Breeze defense is all over it. So all that meat they brought in, not able to push their way across the line, and that will be a turnover on downs. And the Gulf Breeze D comes up huge there. So the Dolphins will get it going the other way.
Yep, looks like we got a water break.
Yes, we do. And yeah, let's watch the Peden replay as we head to break there on 4th down. Not able to get it. Gulf Breeze D comes up big, and the Gulf Breeze offense head to the field. We'll be right back on Friday Night Rivals.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
All right, so Gulf Breeze takes over after the turnover on downs from Navarre, and Gulf Breeze out at the 35-yard line. Battle Alberson would love to march this team down the field with 4:40 to go. You got to start thinking about the clock, and it's going to be a gain of 2 here on 1st down. That's Troy Coughlin on the carry.
Yeah, great tackle by Devin Wright right there. But again, that's the young man, Troy Coughlin. Once he gets those wheels turned, he gets 10, 15 carries. This offensive line, if they can give him just a little bit of room, boy, he is so tough. That is a big 200-pound back.
Yeah, very, very good. We've had them a couple times, and he comes up big a lot. So 2nd down now and 8 after a pickup of a couple. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts, and this time the Navarre D is ready for Coughlin, and that was number 55 for Navarre, Keon Moso, who makes the play. He was all over it.
It looks kind of like tonight that Navarre's just going to force Gulf Breeze to throw the football.
Yeah.
You're just going to, hey, look, you know what? We're not going to let you beat us on the ground. We want your young quarterback to beat us through the air. They've got enough confidence in that secondary. Interested to see how Coach Clayton changes his play calls.
All right, so 3rd down and 8. Alberson has a touchdown pass on the night. He's going to roll out here. But the Navarre D, just terrific pursuit and able to make the play. That is number 90 for Navarre. Mac Smith, like a Mack truck, makes the play.
Let's see what you did there.
Well, it was hard not to. That one was teed up, to say the least.
We got a flag here. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, we'll find out what's going on
I
there.
feel like it was away from the ball.
So pending the flag, it's going to be a punting situation here for...
Typical hold area.
Yeah, we'll see. Looks like it's going to be declined.
Yep, Navarre's going to decline it, so. Eligible man.
Said no thank you. Instead, we'll take the punt, and Gulf Breeze will have to punt. Carson Hepworth on to do the duties now, and Navarre gets the stop they need. So with 3:25 to go here in the first half and all 3 timeouts, still a whole lot of time for either team, frankly, but certainly for Navarre, who's about to get the ball here. As you can see, number 2, Terrence Marshall, is back and ready to receive at the 20.
Navarre can still run their offense. No need to hurry.
Ooh, they go for the block.
They're going to get good
able
field
to
position.
get it away. It's a high punt, doesn't go that far, and it's going to stop right at the 40-yard line. So, yes, you're right about that. The Raiders will get very good field position. They're trailing by a touchdown. And while we see the teams change field here, let's remind you that we cannot tell you who we have next week because we don't have a game next week. This is our last Friday Night Rivals of the season. But what you will see tonight, of course, is Dan Shugart with his extended sportscast during Channel 3 News at 10 with Bob Solarski. So you've got the news at 10, of course, with Bob, and then right around 10:20, when Dan comes on to do his sportscast, instead of the usual 3 or 4 minutes you might see before Prep Football Final 11, instead he'll do an extended sportscast, and there will not be an 11 p.m. Prep Football Final. So you'll see all the highlights. Beautiful play there as Navarre able to pick up about 12 from Jadon Reese, who makes the reception near midfield. So Dan will have all those highlights tonight at 10:20 from the games up and down the coast.
And there will be plenty tonight. Again, Alabama starts playoffs tonight. How does Flomaton handle Montgomery Academy? Right now, not looking so good, but we know the former state champions not too long ago, they're always a tough out, no matter if they're home or on the road, but plenty of good games tonight.
Got a flag here. That was a pickup of 9. I think we have some movement here. This may be a false start going against Navarre. Yes, indeed, false start. So the gain of 9 is negated. Instead of 2nd and 1, it's going to be 2nd down and 6 back now at the 44-yard line with 3:08 to go and counting in this first half, which has been, frankly, a pretty quick-moving first half. Remember, this game started at about 7:35, and less than an hour later, we're real close to halftime. 2nd down now and 6.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, Feaster has a hard time with
Just
the snap,
able
able to.
And he gained a yard.
Yeah, a terrific effort there. That easily could have gone much worse. Feaster is able to get it. Picks up about a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down. Watch this. Right through his hands. And just,
Well, he's got more sure hands than I do, that's for sure.
It's a great effort, I mean, after the miss there. So it's right at the 45-yard line, and first down will come right at the 50. So like you said, he did end up picking up about a yard, which I think is more than he could have bargained for, given the way that play started.
Take a deep breath, young man.
Clock is still ticking here. We're not seeing any timeouts. Keep it on the ground here. And that is E.J. Love, who, remember, we talked about him earlier. He's just a freshman, but a terrific player there, and not sure if he got enough. It's close. He's just short. 4th down and about a foot with 1:50 to go, and we'll see what Coach Walls wants to do.
Yeah, interesting is he's going to take his time. Yep, the punt team's going to come on, and I think here's the thing. He hesitated also because he was trying to keep Gulf Breeze from possibly calling a timeout and saving some more time, too. So who knows?
They are going to punt.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're going. They're going?
Feaster's back in.
Yeah, okay, so they're going to go for it. And this time around,
here we go.
Yeah,
now the jumbo package
makes
is back
a whole
in.
lot of sense because it's only about a foot to gain here with 1:23 to go. And they will get it from Pensacola State College. It's a 1st and 10 after pickup of... Well, hold on. Gulf Breeze has the ball and running the other way. That's number 56, Shemaine Walker, who will take it in, and there have been no whistles. That is going to be a touchdown for the Dolphins. We've seen it twice in 2 possessions. Just in the middle of a huge scrum, Jeff, Shemaine Walker comes out with the ball and takes off.
And remember, there's no replay, there's no challenges, there's none of that. Let's just check the replay because I'm confused too. Look, right here, they're going to keep pushing. Now, as a quarterback, listen, I understand you're trying to get extra yards. Go
There's
down.
the ball
That
loose.
ball's
There it
out.
was. Yeah.
And
right into Walker's hands.
Never blew the whistle.
What is
So
happening?
here we go. We just talked about the Closets by Design play of the game. We may have another Closets by Design play of the game.
Gulf Breeze defense now accounting for 2 of the 3 touchdowns, both with long plays. That was incredible. And that one's harder to decipher, Jeff, because it was just, 10 guys all kind of mixed in there. And then here comes Walker with the ball. And like you said, there's no way to replay it. Although given what we saw on replay, I don't think it would have been overturned to the next level. We didn't see anything to make us think that.
The only thing that could have stopped that play was the ref's whistle.
And they didn't blow it.
They didn't blow it. And here's the thing. Again, I know Hunter Feaster, trying to go in there and get those extra yards. The offensive line's pushing him. But once you get the needed yards, go down. Because when you're in a big scrum like that, unless you're just you're going to hold it with 2 hands and cover it up every which way. Think about all those arms reaching in there and trying to rip it free. And I tell you what, great job by Shemaine Walker and that Gulf Breeze defense.
And I think that Coach Walls has got to be stunned right now. I mean, they're the offense moving it up and down the field, and they find themselves down 2 touchdowns.
21 unanswered points.
Yeah, incredible. With 1:07 to go, seriously, the Beach Bowl living up to the hype as Navarre's moving it and Gulf Breeze scoring. It's a mixed-up, crazy game we're watching here. Oh, and that ball's loose.
Oh, my goodness.
That ball is loose, but it looks like Navarre is able to field it. And wow.
Did he wave for a fair catch? That's what the Navarre coaching staff is yelling for right now. If he waved for a fair catch, you can't hit him, but
there's no flag on the field.
I don't know. It doesn't look like he called for it.
Yeah. So with 1:07 to go, and Navarre does have all 3 timeouts, and all of a sudden, instead of let's see here. Well, by then he certainly didn't. I don't think he did, Jeff.
I don't think he did either.
Yeah. And then great play by, wow, that's huge. Holy cow. So Jeff, a moment ago when Navarre had the ball, they were thinking, hey, wouldn't it be nice to score? Now I think it's more like, geez, we really kind of need to score in this final 1:07.
Gulf Breeze gets the ball to start the second half, too. Remember that. So Navarre may try to find a way to put some points on the board.
I'd be surprised if they don't. Feaster's going to roll out and pass. Wow. And it's complete, too. That's Percival who makes a terrific catch. A beautiful pass and a great catch. And that's just what Navarre needed with exactly a minute to go.
Well, that's why the young man has over 600 yards this year. And my goodness, I don't think it would have been good on Sunday, but it dang sure would have been good on Saturday with 1 foot in.
Yeah, a great catch here. Another look is, Feaster rolling out there and just throws a great pass.
Ooh, it was good on Sunday. There we go.
Got them both down. They're going to throw it again, and this time it's complete and a gain of only about 4. That's one of those that you got to wonder what the net gain is because the clock's going to keep on rolling. They may call their timeout here. No, they don't. So down to the 40-yard line, and
gotta go.
Navarre really holding on to those timeouts. Feaster going to throw over the top, and he's got his man once again. That's Percival. Now down to the 25-yard line. So Navarre doing a fabulous job making something out of nothing here.
Yeah, Navarre looks, I believe they're not going to call their timeout yet. Okay.
They're letting it roll.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the momentum. Let's go.
I guess. I mean,
you picked up some big yards in about 25 seconds.
Yeah. So here we go. Going to throw it over the top, right over the middle. And
if he'd have looked for it, I believe he'd have had it.
Intended there was Jadon Reese, the junior wide receiver who's had a big night, but wasn't quite synced up there with Feaster. And so that will stop the clock on the incomplete pass with 19.7 to go.
Boy, great pass by Feaster, by the way. You throwing it to his spot and expecting your man to be there. And he was. He just didn't get his head around it in time. Otherwise, that would have been 6.
Wow. Impressive what Navarre's doing here in the final minute 10 that they got the ball. Second down and 10, though. Want to cap it with some points. Trailing by 2 touchdowns. Feaster will get his man there. That's Chris DeCourt, who decides to stay in bounds, but that's not a big deal. They have the timeouts, and it looks like they're actually going to stop it anyway, so he ends up getting out of bounds with 11.4 to go.
And they're within striking distance. That's the key here. And you see Coach Jay Walls right there. He's going to have a lot to say to his team at half. But I tell you what, you're talking about changing the game, putting 6 points up here before half would be huge. I tell you what, though, this is interesting because the success Navarre is having through the air right now may be something that the offensive coordinator goes back and looks in the second half and says, well, we've been doing a little bit of more run than pass, just trying to mix it in. Maybe we can attack these guys through the air.
Maybe so. So Navarre does end up calling a timeout there, the first time either team has called a timeout in the half, and it comes with 11.4 to go. As you can see, they're inside the Synovus red zone at the 18-yard line. It's 3rd and 2, so they can get the first down, obviously, but with only 11 and a half seconds to go, they got to be thinking more than that and quickly. They do still have, again, 2 timeouts, so they don't have to throw to the sides. They don't have to throw to the end zone. They're 5 for 8 on 3rd downs and a chance to go 6 for 9 right here. They certainly are in field goal range. From this spot, it would be a 35-yarder. Fisher going to take his time here. And once again, throws it short, just kind of dumps it off. And that's DeCourt who gets down to the 10-yard. That's not DeCourt, sorry. That's Jadon Reese, number 8, with 2.4 to go. And they're going to call that timeout. And Jeff, I mean, do they have to kick the field goal? There's certainly not enough time to get 2 plays. So we'll see if Coach Walls wants to settle for the 3 or actually wants to try and get a touchdown out of this.
Man, it's so tough because you've got the momentum right now. You know, kicking a field goal is not a sure thing. But here's what I will say. I believe you go for a field goal, and this is why I would kick a field goal. All right, you've got a good enough field goal kicker. You know, have a little bit of confidence. But Gulf Breeze has gotten 14 points off of some bonkers plays.
Right.
Just some bonkers plays. Things hadn't really gone your way. So you know what? I'm still confident in my defense. I'm still confident in my offense. So I would take the points.
Yeah, I hear you. You're right. There's a lot of reason right now for Coach Walls and Navarre to think, yeah, 2 crazy plays, we're down 2 touchdowns, but we're sort of dominating this game on offense, and that has been the case. Of course, the other side of the coin is we're down 14. We're not down 7 anymore. It'd be real nice to get the touchdown. So we're about to find out what they're
Feaster's
going
taking
to do.
the field.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Looks like Coach Walls would like more than 3 as Feaster there. Sophomore quarterback. Going to try and see if he can cap this drive. Remember, they got the ball with about 1:10, and they've moved it down rightly. But got to do something here. Last play of the half. Feaster going to throw the end zone. He's got his man, but a great defensive play will end the half, and that's Carson Hepworth, whose name seems to come up about every 4th play, and the gamble from Coach Walls does not pay off. A terrific play there. So the first half will end with the Dolphins up 2 touchdowns, primarily thanks to 2 incredible defensive touchdowns. Wow, what a first half it was.
Great job by Hepworth, the safety just hanging over the top right there. Goodness gracious. I mean, that's as good as you can call it. I mean, it really is on defense. And when you look at Jaden Reese, yeah, Terrace Marshall run just a quick set right there. But, man, oh, man, Jaden Reese got doubled. And, boy, Hepworth, great job.
Coach Clayton, I want to talk to you here for just a second before you head in. Incredible, once again, the Beach Bowl. You guys get 2 really amazing defensive scores. Aside from that, though, the offense hasn't been moving it much. What are you going to talk about at halftime to your team?
Well, I know this. It's 21-7. If they don't score, the Dolphins win the Beach Bowl, and we're in the playoffs. So what I'm going to tell them is keep doing what you're doing. Defense, keep doing what you're doing. Keep running around making plays. And offense, just don't turn the ball over anymore, and let's go down and score. We will score. We will score on offense. They're giving us some things. We just hadn't hit it yet.
I have no doubt. Coach,
it's coming.
Coach, listen, thanks for the time. Good luck in the second half.
You got it.
Go get them. Coach Bobby Clayton there, feeling
I
real good.
I always love the confidence he exudes.
He said, they don't score again, the Dolphins win the game.
Oh, we're going to score.
He's
He's
exactly right. So appreciate his time very much, and he's got to be feeling real good. Up 21-7 at Navarre here. It's a rivalry. We're glad you're with us, man. The second half should be terrific. But up next, of course, it's the halftime show. Right now, Gulf Breeze, the Dolphins up 21-7 over Navarre.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We are back, and it's the halftime report from Restore Plastic Surgery. As you can see, the band out on the field, and Gulf Breeze very happy right now with a 2-touchdown lead, and we're happy as well. I can tell you, we come to Navarre every year. Sometimes we come more than once. This is one of those years. We were here to start the season, and we're closing the season out the same way. And when we come, we're always treated so well. They are just awesome, and thanks to everybody here, but certainly Scott Murphy, the athletic director, is a big part of that. He always is nice enough to take a couple minutes to talk to us here at halftime. How are you, Mr. Murphy?
Doing fine, Ed. Christian, how you been?
Very Very well, thank you, sir. So let's talk about the game first. Obviously, Navarre down 21-7. That's not the position you want to be in. Having said that, though, the Navarre offense is moving it up and down the field. You got to feel okay heading into the second half, as good as you can feel down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I believe Coach Walls and him will regroup them, but you can't make some mistakes against a good team, and Gulf Breeze has capitalized on a couple of mistakes that we made, and we need to take the halftime, regroup, and come out the next 24 minutes and win that half.
I hear you. You make a great point. Gulf Breeze is a very good team. I was talking about how well you all treat us, and we say it genuinely. We say it to you not on camera just as much as we say it when we're talking to you on camera. And one of the things that's so awesome here, and literally like 4 different people on the crew mentioned it before the game, you all always feed us. And tonight, no exception, hooked us up with barbecue sandwiches, absolutely delicious. I know Miss Tina in the concessions is always hooking us up. She's not alone. Can you talk a little bit about that crew? Does such a great job.
Now, I go see Dean Barrett, who's our band director all the time, and we set up through him and Tina Green and her staff over there. They were out here at 7 o'clock this morning, starting to cook and everything to provide food for the abundance of fans that we have here. Yep. And also we want to show hospitality to Channel 3 and the Friday Night Rivals, and always get with Daniel to feed them some food.
Well, thank you, sir. No kidding. We appreciate it very much. And it's not one of those awkward things where it's like they're giving you free food, but it's not very good. It's one of those things where it's like so good. So we're happy to get it. We thank you.
Yes, sir.
Last thing I want to mention here is, you're the athletic director, so I know football means the world to you, but I know you've got to think about all the sports as we're kind of nearing the end of the fall sports season. And as you look ahead, what are some of the things we can expect from Navarre winter sports?
Yeah, they're winding down. Well, we started yesterday with our defending state champs in girls weightlifting. They get started. Girls soccer started this week, and boys soccer. Next week is girls basketball, then boys basketball. So like I said, we want to announce some fall sports, but the winter sports are taking off, and it's been a pleasure here working here and work with the coaching staffs that we have here. So it's going pretty good right now.
Well, I know you're very proud of what happens on this field, but you should be proud of things going on the field, the courts, and in the hallways, no doubt, here at Navarre High School. Scott Murphy, the athletic director. Sure appreciate your time, sir.
Anytime there, Christian. Good luck to y'all, and thank y'all for coming to Navarre.
Well, rest assured, we'll be here next season as well. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good luck in the second half. So we are so appreciative. They really do hook us up each and every week, and we thank them for that. So that's not all we do here as we continue to show you some of the halftime. Why don't we move on now to the Wibbs Stone Barnett A+ student athlete? We do this, of course, every single week. It's just a moment we have to highlight somebody who gets it done in the classroom as well as on the field or on the court or whatever venue they happen to play on. And this week it's Michaela Vollmer. Michaela Vollmer. Let me tell you, she has a 4.66 grade point average. Mathematically, I don't understand how it's possible. It certainly is. She's getting it done. She plays basketball here at Navarre, and she's got big plans. After graduation, she wants to get a doctorate in physical therapy, so she no doubt has a big future on sidelines at any level I'm sure she wants. So congratulations to Michaela Vollmer, our Wibbs Stone Barnett A+ student athlete. Way to go. Well done. Good for her. That's awesome. I'd love to take a moment to recognize her with that 4.66 grade point average. Before we step away, one more thing I want to mention. We, of course, have done the Wendy's Giant of the Week every single week, and that's been a chance for an athlete here in Northwest Florida to win a bit of a swag bag from Wendy's, more than $100 worth of goods every week, and that's been a great partnership. And just wanted, of course, we don't have one because there is no game next week, so we won't be doing the Wendy's Giant of the Week this week. But we did want to take just a moment to say thank you so much to Wendy's for partnering with us, because it really has been awesome, and we're very appreciative anytime a business like that comes on and says, we want to be a part of this. We know what you guys are doing. We think this is great, and it's a chance to reward a student, and we're happy to be a part of that with Wendy's, and thanks to them. All that said, we will step away, but one of the coolest things we do during this halftime show every week is show you some of the great plays from other high school games from last week, and you'll see those highlights coming up next.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
for North Myrtle Beach and 3 for Hartsville. Here's the kick by Nick Munn. It's right up the gut. He's got a hole. He breaks it to the 40, 45, 50. The kicker he's got to beat to the 45, to the 30, to the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Hartsville.
The pass, Balistreri with time, goes back over the middle, over the deep, into the end zone, caught, touchdown.
Nino Freeman going to throw deep off the first play from scrimmage, and it was picked off, but maybe out of bounds. We'll see.
I believe he had 1 foot in.
No, they're going to call it intercepted.
Get that corner, Ronnie's gone. Power sweep.
Gets the call on the other side this time.
What a nice block by the fullback.
He's gone. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. He's gone. 75. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown.
The throw, man is open, falling down and making the catch at the 25-yard line.
Harper on the scramble. Harper able to get away. Cuts it back up the middle. Harper still on his feet inside the 50.
Hand off up the middle. He's got room, breaking tackles. The 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bennett Tiger.
Here he goes again. He just is tough to bring down. Look at him, forget about it. Micah Turner with an incredible night.
I'm Dr. Ben Braun at Restore Plastic Surgery. Here at Restore Plastic Surgery, we support high school athletics because it helps kids develop important characteristics and skills that will serve them throughout the rest of their lives and help them contribute more to our community and society as a whole. One of the most important characteristics of successful people is never giving up, which we refer to as persistence or grit. And high school sports help teach kids that value by forcing them to keep trying and never give up. Another important quality taught by high school athletics is excellence. Excellence does not happen overnight. It takes time to develop excellence or mastery in anything. Another thing that high school sports teaches is teamwork. Very few people succeed or survive in life alone, meaning everybody relies on people around them to get things done and be successful and achieve a common goal. And high school athletics helps teach teamwork and teaches kids how to work with each other in a constructive manner to achieve a common goal.
We are back. The Restore Plastic Surgery halftime show continues as the clock shows about 3:20 to go here left in the half. And Jeff, a look at the stats here, and as you can see, Navarre trailing by 2 touchdowns, but dominated the game with 17 minutes and change of possession, almost 100 yards on the ground, 140 through the air. Only 4 penalties in the first half, but the turnovers were the story because 2 of those turnovers were touchdowns for Gulf Breeze.
Laughable. If I showed you everything but the turnovers, you'd be like, wow, Navarre is really dominating.
Yeah.
Well, they have been. It's not on the scoreboard where it really counts.
Incredible.
Oh, my goodness. A couple of crazy turnovers turned into 14 points.
And I think that gives, if you're Navarre, a lot of reason to feel okay about the second half because you're playing real well. Again, 2 crazy touchdowns for Gulf Breeze. But credit the Gulf Breeze D, who Johnny on the spot made 2 big-time plays and ran back touchdowns, more than 50 yards on each. I think we've got some highlights from the first half, and we'd love to show those to you now. Here you can see Navarre, and yes, that's Chris DeCourt, who had a big first half. And Jeff, he's just all over the place. He's great.
Yeah, DeCourt did a great job. The offensive line did a great job, by the way. There's the score, the lone score at the time, early in the game for Navarre. And right then we were like, oh, boy, hang on. This Raiders team has come to play. But you see Battle Alverson right there. Watch this. Great pick for Navarre. And it was at that point right there where we were like, oh, this game could get a little interesting. But then guess what? Gulf Breeze comes up with a pick of their own. And now the tides have changed a little bit. So you see Battle Alverson. He's struggled a little bit tonight, but a beautiful pass to Carson Hepworth in the corner of the end zone. Man,
that was on 3rd down,
throw.
and that made it 7-7. And why don't we get out of the highlights here, because I think we've got Coach Jay Walls with us. Go ahead, Jeff.
Coach Walls, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, Coach, Jeff Price up here in the booth with Christian Garman. Look, 21-7, you look at the scoreboard, obviously not what you wanted, but you got to feel like you're still in this game. You're very in control with a couple crazy turnovers right there. What'd you tell the guys at half?
Well, exactly that it's a 2-possession game. You know, the first half doesn't matter. You know, we've turned the ball over, and they've come up with big plays off those turnovers, and we just got to settle down and execute better.
Coach, we talked about in the open, your offensive line was key tonight. They've done a great job, and you've got a backup quarterback, now starting quarterback in Hunter Feaster.
Yeah.
How do you feel he's done so far?
He's made plays. He's been a part of some turnovers, but he's done a good job. We just got to be more consistent and execute better. Can't turn that ball over.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to the second half of the Beach Bowl. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
All right, very good. Glad that we were able to jump in there with Coach Walls. Let's go back to some of those highlights in the first half to kind of round things out. And this was huge. Right here, the fumble right into the hands. I mean, you just couldn't have drawn it up any better. Andrew Thorne, who takes off, and right there was like, holy cow, I can't believe that just happened. That made it 14-7. And then on 4th and short, Navarre converts, but before the whistle is blown, the ball comes out, and just like that, see you later going the other way. Number 56, Shemaine Walker scores, so that's the difference. These two incredible touchdowns for Gulf Breeze on D, and then just before the half, the pick from Carson Hepworth as Navarre decided to go for it and try to get that touchdown, not able to do it, and that is how we land here at 21-7. We're just about ready for quarter number 3, which should be a whole lot of fun. The Beach Bowl continues next.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Well, we're live, we're back, and about ready here for quarter number 3. The clock shows just over a minute before we get rolling here, and there you can see the Dolphins out on the field, Navarre at the other end, so both teams are back. Both coaches have talked to us, and all that's left is to play the game. Of course, this isn't the only game. Jeff, why don't you tell us what's happening at some of the other games while we wait for the start?
Yeah, with our Northwest Florida State College sports booth right there. Plenty of games tonight. Again, Alabama starts playoffs for Florida. It's the last week. Christian, I hate to say this, the Fighting Christian Garments of Pensacola Catholic are losing on the road to Choctaw 49-14 in the fourth.
You know what?
However, I've got good news.
Okay,
hang on. The Northview Chiefs, my Fighting Chiefs right there, are beating Panama City Arnold 42-21. So perk up, okay?
You know what, real quick? You might want to refresh. I think the Crusaders have come back. Have you refreshed your phone? No?
Fort Walton Beach and Milton are tied at 10 in the third. Pace and Booker T, what a great game that is. 25-22, Pace Patriots on the road in the third quarter. Lafayette Hornets over Freeport 22-6. South Walton all over Lighthouse 41-6. And our Baker Gators, it's a final right now, 49-13 over the Vernon Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that game went to a running clock. The Airport Dental Smile Cam is up, and you're looking at some of the Gulf Breeze faithful who made the trip down the road. Of course, down Highway 98 from Gulf Breeze High School to Navarre High School is about 20 minutes, give or take. Maybe a little bit more than that, but
98.
Yeah, maybe 3 hours. Just kind of depends. But it wouldn't have mattered if it was 3 hours. We know Gulf Breeze would have shown up big, as they always do. And when we talked to Coach Clayton there, Jeff, at the beginning of the half, he was not interested in the narrative I was creating, which is you're up 2 touchdowns, but the offense hasn't done a whole lot. He said, look, we're up 2 touchdowns. We stop them, we win. And I do still think that we've got a whole lot left here, because Navarre, as you saw with the stats, they've kind of run the first half, other than the fact that they've had 2 crazy turnovers that were touchdowns for Gulf Breeze.
Yeah, we didn't really see, like it or not, for Coach Clayton, the Gulf Breeze offense really start clicking.
Right.
Yeah, they had a great pass, of course, by Battle Albertson to Hepworth in the corner of the end zone.
Let me quickly say, the Gulf Breeze offense is really good, so they can click.
But that was also created by a short field for the Raiders. So who knows? Again, Coach Jay Walls, he's very confident in his squad. And remember, there's a lot of playoff implications for both teams. They really need, you win and you're in the playoffs, you lose, and you're just hoping with your fingers crossed that you're going to find your way in next week. You need somebody else to lose. So
yeah, and that's what Coach Clayton said. We win and we're in, and we'll see you next week. And they're going to get their chance here, up 2 touchdowns. Carson Hepworth thinks about it, decides not to. It actually goes out of the end zone, so it's a touchback. I thought maybe it went out of bounds, but that's not the case. It'll be a touchback. So Gulf Breeze, who won the coin toss, deferred, and that's why they've got the ball here first to start quarter number 3 with a cushiony 2-touchdown lead.
Here's the thing. How does Gulf Breeze play this, especially early? Do they just try to run the football, eat some clock, and take some possessions away from Navarre, or do they come out and try to sling the football as well? Remember, Battle Albertson may be a young quarterback. He's got a big-time arm, and he's got some pretty talented weapons on the outside as well.
And, Gulf Breeze with the 2-touchdown lead. Jeff, as you told us off the top of the show, they've not won this Beach Bowl. They've not beaten Navarre since 2016, much less on the road. So aside from playoff implications, bragging rights on the line. Gulf Breeze would love to turn that tide. Alberson's going to throw right out of the bat here. And it's going to be complete and a gain of about 7 to Carson Hepworth.
And that's huge right there for Gulf Breeze. May seem like, not a big play necessarily, but it's huge for that offensive line. It's huge for Troy Coughlin to be able to get this run game going. They're going to have to throw the football down the field to lighten the load a little bit for their big tailback.
Second down now, and again, gain of about 7 here, so 2nd and 3. On a chilly night, it's about 53 degrees and clear. Couldn't be prettier. Going to keep it on the ground, and right at it about the first down marker from Family Heating and Air. Not sure that he got it. Yes, he did. It'll be first down Gulf Breeze, so the chains will move as they keep it on the ground.
Yeah, again, that's big. Come out here, your first drive, and move the chains early. Well, for Navarre on defense, I think you just got to keep doing what you've been doing and really force Gulf Breeze. They haven't had to drive the field all game so far.
1st and 10. Alberson does a nice job handling the snap there. And it's going to be a gain of a couple there from Troy Coughlin as the Navarre defense swarmed after what looked like maybe a big hole.
Yeah, again, that's huge. That's the speed of this defense, the athleticism we see from Navarre. Again, this state defense has just gotten better as the year's gone on. They've been pretty battle tested. They played a tough schedule. They got a big win last week against Crestview. And I tell you what, this is it's going to be interesting how they play this. Are they going to they've been bringing blitzes and stuff all night, but boy, interesting how they're going to finish this year.
2nd down and 8 after a 2-yard gain. Alberson wants to throw. He's got a lot of time too. Finally under some pressure, but able to get rid of it and complete the pass to Carson Hepworth out to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air.
I mean, my goodness, great job. The offensive line, there were 3 Raiders that were literally on the ground from chop blocks right there. Mr. Reliable. I think we can call Mr. Carson Hepworth Mr. Reliable. For many years, we've called his name on Friday Night Rivals.
Yep.
He has always been the right spot, taking care of the football and making big plays for the Dolphins.
Does a lot for them after the 12-yard catch there. He punts. He's a backup quarterback. If he has to, he can run the quarterback position. 1st and 10 there. And you never go more than 3 or 4 plays without saying his name. That's another man whose name gets called a whole lot, Troy Coughlin, who keeps it on the ground and picks up 3 or 4.
You see Coughlin right there, just runs so hard, puts his head down. He's not a guy that likes to dance outside. He wants to run over you or through you instead of around you. 2
2nd down and 7. Out near midfield, right at the 48-yard line on their own side there, Gulf Breeze. It's a great night. Playoff implications, crystal clear skies, chilly air. Sure does. Everything about this atmosphere. And that was true from about an hour before the game on. It's not like that just picked up. Coughlin will get it and gets out wide, and it's going to be, I think, a 1st down. If not, maybe just short, maybe short of about a half a yard here.
Again, great job. I want to credit this Gulf Breeze offensive line. My goodness, Navarre brings another linebacker blitz, and it seems that every time they've brought the blitz, they have picked it up almost immediately. And that's, tell you what, when you blitz a guy right there, Gulf Breeze runs right where the blitzer came from, and that's why they got the yardage.
3rd down and a yard, or maybe just under that, as you can see. The 46-yard line would be the 1st down. They sit at the 47. They're going to keep it on the ground, and boy, Coughlin looked for a moment there like he was going to be off to the races. Not able to get too much out of it, but he only needed a yard. He got that, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Gulf Breeze, now at the 45.
Yeah, so again, we talked about Battle Alberson completing some passes, what it does for the run game. This is what it does, because now Navarre can't stack the box like they have been. Tell you what, we saw early on Navarre was forcing Gulf Breeze to throw the football. Right now, they can't really do that because they've been able to throw the football a little bit, but now Coughlin has seemed to get his legs.
1st down and 10. End around here. Here comes Carson Hepworth, who makes a couple of terrific moves and picks up 9 or 10. I think he's going to have a 1st down once again from Family Heating and Air. Beautifully designed play there, Jeff.
Absolutely. Again, he can do a little bit of everything for you. Nobody knows this playbook better than Mr. Carson Hepworth. He is, I believe he's been a starter since he was a freshman, it seems like. So doing a great job for the Dolphins. Not only that, chewing some clock, building some momentum.
Yep. 8:30 to go here in quarter number 3. It is a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Gulf Breeze putting together an impressive drive to get things rolling. Alberson wants to throw for all of it right here. And he got lucky that ball was not picked off. It should have been. That's number 21, Maurice Deuce Ned, who probably could have had that interception, Jeff.
I tell you what, I know Alberson wanted to go big right there, but boy, he had Carson Hepworth hanging out over the middle all by his lonesome. But he went for the big play.
Oh, yeah, I see Hepworth there. Man. And Deuce knows he should have had that one, but not able to get it. So Gulf Breeze, the drive continues from the 35-yard line, 2nd down and 10. This is the 10th play of this drive. A great way to start things for Gulf Breeze here. Here comes Hepworth again, a play we saw moments ago, good for 10. This time doesn't get much of anything, maybe a half a yard. It'll be 3rd down and about 9.5.
Well, we see that Navarre defense bending but not breaking right here. Great job by Lemmy Wilson. He's been active all night long. Big number 99, very athletic at 250. Trust me right there, the senior would love nothing more than a 3rd down stop.
Yep. And I always like to think ahead to 4th down. If they weren't able to do anything here, it'd be a 52-yard field goal, which you got to think is out of range. So likely we'd see.
Probably depends on what you pick up here. If you can get 5 or 6 yards, you definitely go for it.
3rd down and 10. Alberson going to have his man, throws high, but a great catch. That's Brock Clayton who climbs the ladder and pulls it in. What a catch that was. 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air. Wow.
Wow, you talk about a great job by that young man, that good-looking sophomore receiver. Well, he's the one that Alberson threw to earlier in the end zone for Knob. But look at this.
Boom.
High point in the ball. I mean, you can't play that ball any better if you're number 40 right there, Jaden Moon, for the Raiders.
On 3rd and 10, they get 12, and that makes it 1st and 10 now from the 23-yard line. Gulf Breeze with 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Little spin move from Coughlin, picks up a couple there. You know, Coach Clayton told us we will score. He's trying to make a.
He's trying to hold his own right
exactly.
here.
Trying to make a case for that right off the bat.
Tell you what, no help because Navarre's doing everything they can on defense to hang on.
Coughlin picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Bryson Roulier out wide here on the near side for Gulf Breeze. Number 15, Brock Clayton, who had that great catch moments ago on the far side.
Hepworth in the slot at the bottom of your screen.
And once again, Alberson going to go over the top to Brock Clayton, who's wide open, not able to pull it in.
Boy, I tell you what, if Alberson throws that ball ahead of him, not behind him, that's an easy 6 points.
Because Clayton had him beat. He was a couple yards ahead of the defender. But, you know what? It's 3rd down and 9. Let's watch again from Pete. Look at that, just way out ahead of him. Wow.
Right.
Honestly, that's a pretty good pass.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Really could have pulled that in. Brock Clayton, who made that incredible catch moments ago, not able to get the touchdown there. So it's 3rd down and 9 from the 22-yard line, maybe the 21. This time, Alberson pitches it out nicely, but the ball's on the ground, and I think Navarre may have it.
They do.
Yes, indeed. The Raiders get the turnover they needed, and Coach Walls, along with the rest of the staff and a whole lot of Raiders, out on the field celebrating that one. A huge momentum swing right there. One play after Gulf Breeze nearly scores. So with that said, it looks like we've got a timeout on the field after a huge moment. We'll be right back to see what the Raiders can do, down 14.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We're back, and Navarre gets an enormous defensive stop as Gulf Breeze had come out and marched down the field, putting together a very impressive drive. But the option, a play, Jeff, they don't run that often, costs them because the ball ends up on the ground and the Raiders recover the fumble. Going to start things off here with a run, and it's not going anywhere. It's going to be a loss of a few.
Well, for the Raiders, you found that you get a big stop right there. Looks like Gulf Breeze was going to drive in and score the way that they were doing it. And man, oh man, again, you talk about the option. Interesting play call. But hey, you know what? I'm sure they ran it in practice. They wouldn't come out. They didn't trust it and run it in a big third down situation.
Right.
But again, a game of turnovers. Now, what can Navarre do? They've had plenty of turnovers on offense. They could easily be up in this game 21 or even 28-7. But they're down, so how can they take advantage of the big defensive stop?
And by the way, forward progress was good for almost a yard there. So 2nd and 9, going to throw out here to Percival, who catches it but then hits the dirt at the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5.
He has slipped every single time he's got the football.
All kidding aside, he has slipped like 3 different times tonight. That is bizarre. Like, you kind of joked about his cleats earlier.
I mean, they must be worn out. There we go. Zoom in on them things. What is he wearing? Oh, this is the Adidas. Okay. Well, we got to check the...
You know what? Will somebody go ask him to hold his cleats up?
I want to see the bottoms of them. That's what I want to see.
Well, look, he almost showed us. Percival, by the way, a great player.
Fantastic.
3rd down and 5 here. And Feaster going to roll out wide, and he's got his man. It's going to be a 1st down from Family Heating and Air. That's a great play on 3rd down out to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Mr. Marshall right there. Great job. Again, comes up a little gimp, but he doesn't want to come out of this game. He wants to make a tremendous impact. You see, just a sophomore. Man, there's so many good young players in this game, this rivalry.
Bright future, yeah, for both sides independently and for this rivalry as well. I told Scott Murphy at the half, we'll see you next year. We're coming here.
Absolutely.
We always come here, and maybe hopefully for this game. Going to keep it on the ground there, and that's going to be a pickup of about 4 Chris DeCourt. So it'll be 2nd down now and 6. The 1st down would come just inches past midfield.
Well, we saw, at halftime, Navarre had the football for over 17 minutes and only had 7 points. We talked about the 4 turnovers they had. That by one Mr. Shemaine Walker right there, big number 56. Boy, just... I don't know what in the world Coach Jay Walsby talked about it at half, what he would say. And he said, well, basically that, a couple crazy turnovers. But I tell you what, they've got to have the confidence right here, but none of that's going to matter if they don't put it in the end zone.
Shemaine Walker with a big defensive play right there. Remember, he's already got a touchdown on the night after the fumble recovery in the 1st half. Makes another great play right there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 7 after the short loss. 3:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. This has been a fast-moving game. 3rd down. Fisher going to roll out wide. And throws it right over the hands of the Gulf Breeze defender, Dakota Watson, not able to pull it in, but instead, number 85, Chase Richardson makes the catch, and it's 1st and 10 from Family Heating and Air, Jeff.
Chase Richardson, you talk about, Hunter Feaster loves throwing off that back foot a little bit, but he's got really nice touch.
Great touch pass there.
Boy, just everything right now working perfect.
No doubt. This time, Feaster's going to keep it himself.
Except that.
Not able to do too much. A nice play there, number 24, Malachi Mason for Gulf Breeze, able to make the stop. Good play there. So Feaster, Chambers, of course, the Navarre quarterback who was injured, really has some great legs. Feaster can run too, maybe not quite as effectively as Chambers, and we've seen a little of that tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, Chambers, remember, run for over 500 yards this year. So for Feaster, he can move the football, but again, he's doing just enough to get by right now.
Yeah, playing great tonight. Going long here, and his man is wide open. It's a perfect pass. Touchdown, Navarre, Terrence Marshall. And yes, I would say Feaster is definitely doing enough. Incredible pass there. Perfectly placed.
My goodness, look at the arm by this young man. The touch. Terrence Marshall, tell you what, it makes it even easier when you get one-on-one coverage on the outside and just let your man run on by him. And you know what? Feaster does the rest right here. Watch this. Beautiful throw, putting some air under it. Look at that. Let me go get it. Thank you.
It's a 45-yard touchdown strike. It comes with 2:38 to go, and the score now 21-13. Of course, trying to get the extra point here to make it 21-14. And that Navarre offense continues to move up and down the field. It may be wide. It is wide left.
That's big.
Sure is, because instead of a touchdown and an extra point, it's now an 8-point deficit for Navarre, as the extra point is no good. We'll take a break. 21-13. It's the Beach Bowl late in the 3rd quarter. Wow, what a game.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We're back, coming off the Navarre touchdown, but the missed extra point, and with that, it is an 8-point Gulf Breeze lead. The Dolphins had a terrific drive to start the half, but an option play deep in the Navarre territory led to a fumble, and Navarre able to capitalize by scoring that touchdown and making this a one-possession game, which of course would include a 2-point conversion.
Would we expect anything different when we come to Navarre?
You're exactly
Always
right.
a wild game.
It's a great game. Fielded back at the 5-yard line. And it's Carson Hepworth once again, who is everywhere and does everything for this team. Such a talented young man. He's a senior, and you know, Jeff, like you said, it feels like every year you can rest assured Carson Hepworth will be there. Next year will be the first time in a long time that's not the case. Just a terrific athlete.
Yes, he is. And again, for Gulf Breeze, if you want to look at the positives, well, on offense, you kind of were holding your own there, driving the football down the field. So, you know, you've got a little bit of that momentum. But again, you didn't finish the job. And again, when Navarre scores every time, it just puts a little bit more pressure. Remember, when you got young quarterbacks, sometimes young quarterbacks can feel that pressure themselves. So we saw Hunter Feaster. Boy, he's feeling it in a different way. So see what the Dolphins do here on offense.
Wow. Navarre D is up to the task that time around. As Troy Coughlin not going anywhere, going to be second down.
This Beach Bowl, again, Gulf Breeze has not won it since 2016. I believe that was a 31-28 win for the Dolphins. So they love to take that trophy home, but they've got a task ahead of him, even though they're winning the football game. This is always a fun game every single year.
Yeah, and it is interesting. You know, I mean, we are talking about this as though Gulf Breeze is losing. And that's because Navarre really has dominated. The stats at halftime indicated that. But 2 big defensive touchdowns for Gulf Breeze gave them the 14-point lead. And the offense has been moving it. This time around, Alberson's going to throw out wide. And is that catch made? Yes, it is. Who else but Carson Hepworth, who was able to reel it in.
Young man is incredible.
Yep.
I looked right there, and I was like, how in the world is he going to catch that football? He just goes down, and it's easy for him. But it goes to the work that you do in the summer. And you know that Alberson and Hepworth worked all summer long. Obviously, we had some restrictions and things like that, but they found a way to make it work, and that's part of the success that the Dolphins have had this year on offense.
So it's 3rd and 2 after the play there, and a great reception from Hepworth. They'll keep it on the ground, but that Navarre D is stout and all over it. That's going to bring up 4th down and a decision for Coach Clayton after a loss of maybe half a yard. I guess not much of a decision. The punting unit comes out quickly. And by the way, the punting unit means, you got it, Carson Hepworth, who's also the punter.
Boy, watch number 5, Devin Wright. Why does Devin Wright sound familiar? Remember a young man named Dante Wright here that was running all over the football field on offense and defense, went and played at Colorado State. He's still playing. And look, just very talented, the Wright brothers there. The bloodlines run deep between Wrights and Carters.
Navarre once again was going for the block. They get some big-time pressure. It goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Gulf Breeze. So it's going to be great field position here for the Raiders with 34.5 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Got some quick scores for you for our Northwest Florida State College sports booth up here. Milton up 23-10 over Fort Walton Beach on the road. Northview up 49-27 over Panama City. Arnold Pace 32. Booker T 22 right there. South Walton 41-6 over Lighthouse, and it is a final Choctaw 55, Pensacola Catholic 14.
That's a misprint. Hunter Feaster throws out to Percival, who this time has no problem staying on his feet and picks up about 8 down to the 40-yard line.
I'd be remiss, by the way, the game last night that, well, helps Escambia for their playoff hopes, taking down PHS for the ye old wash boiler 42-7.
Wow. So with 15 seconds to go, this may end up being the final play of the quarter. Navarre's going to keep it on the ground. I believe that's Chris DeCourt who gets the carry and might have picked up a couple, but didn't need much to convert that to a 1st down. It will be 1st and 10 with 6.5 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to wind the clock, and that will end up being the last play of the quarter.
This is going to be wild.
So we go to quarter number 4. Navarre is trailing by 8, but they've got the ball, and they've had no problem moving the ball up and down the field. We'll see what happens in quarter number 4 of the Beach Bowl next.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Well, we are back. It's quarter number 4. Navarre on the move. They've just converted on 3rd and short. It's 1st and 10. And Jeff, during the break, they tried to start this quarter while we were in the break, and thankfully the officials were like, hold on. So don't worry, you did not miss anything as they're having a blast in the stands. We're having a blast too. This game has been fun. 1st and 10, 41-yard line. And that's E.J. Love, who crosses over the 35.
Boy, this is going to be such an interesting quarter right here. Again, we talk about Gulf Breeze being up 21-13, but it just feels like Navarre is winning this game. Tell you what, but that missed extra point, how is that going to factor in this game?
Well, we may find out fairly quickly here. Feaster going to roll out. Beautifully done. That's Percival, such a great target, man. He seems like he's always open, Jeff.
And he didn't slip, Christian. He did not slip down this time. That's key. So maybe a little cleat work on there. I think that's the real key to this game.
Well, man, Percival is terrific player.
Yes, he really is. He's just great route runner. But you know what? It doesn't matter how good a route you run. You got to be able to throw the football. And Hunter Feaster, remember, this is his first start this year. The young sophomore with Kyle Chambers going down last week.
3rd down and inches. Going to keep it on the ground with Chris DeCord. It's going to be 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College, now down to the 22-yard line.
And I got to say it again. Navarre, the offensive line, I've been thoroughly impressed. They've done a great job tonight. But again, Hunter Feaster, young sophomore, steps into the biggest game of Navarre's season. They need to win. If they win, they're in the playoffs. He's done such a great job tonight.
I mean, it is pretty incredible that this would be his first game. Not only is it their biggest rivalry, but if you win, you're in the playoffs. There's a lot on the line, and he has looked great. And he's going to throw to the end zone here.
Oh, miscommunication right there.
Clearly, he and his receiver were not on the same page. And, okay, yeah, that was Terrence Marshall.
Already has a touchdown tonight.
You could see, Jeff, that like you said, I mean, Feaster was throwing the end zone and Marshall was at about the 10. It was like,
he was locked up with the defender.
Yeah, I was like, they're not synced up here. So
Boy,
2nd down.
And you worry right there, if the defender comes loose, he can pick that ball off. So, you know what? Nobody hurt.
Gulf Breeze defense needs a big stop here. And they're going to keep it on the ground with the court. Nice play there by number 56 for Gulf Breeze, right? Shemaine Walker making a real case for player of the game. He's been all over the field and does have a touchdown after a fumble recovery. It'll be 3rd down now.
Yeah, Shemaine Walker. I tell you what, he has played his heart out no matter what happens tonight. I tell you what, we know he wants the win, but he has got to love watching this film because, my goodness, he is just a thorn in the Raiders' side.
Big time. He's a sophomore, too, so that's another young player. 3rd down and 7. Feaster's in some trouble. Did not see the defender coming who came from behind. That's number 17, Andrew Thorne. Right as you say, thorn in the side.
Yeah.
Quite literally a thorn in the side of Feaster on that play as Andrew Thorne makes the big play. And that's going to make it 4th down and 8.
I'll tell you what, an even bigger ordeal right there is the fact that Feaster was able to get that arm moving forward.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this would have been the Gulf Breeze football. Watch it. Just enough forward to be incomplete.
So they're in the Synovus red zone by about a half a yard. They're going for it here, folks. Play of the game at this moment in time. 4th down and 7.
E.J. Love checks in the backfield.
Feaster going to roll out, going to throw the other way across his body. He's got his man open, not able to make the catch. And sure enough, that was E.J. Love out of the backfield, ran the other way. Feaster threw across his body and had him. But no, the Gulf Breeze defense comes up huge and gets the stop they need with 9:43 to go.
Boy, E.J. Love runs a wheel route right there, just running straight down the field using that speed. And tell you what, if he throws it out front, maybe it's different, but you got to give credit to that Gulf Breeze defense. Great job, great stop.
That was huge.
Oh my goodness! Now they got to go the length of the field right here. They got 81 yards to put it in the end zone.
Well, Jeff, let's also point out here, and I think it's fair to say this at this point in the game, this has been an be a handoff up the middle here, and that's Coughlin who picks up about 3. A very clean game. We've had about 5 penalties total coming off last week where we had more than 30.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Let's just not talk about
Yeah,
that.
seriously. but
I still had
kudos.
nightmares.
I'm surprised we're not still there. Kudos, though, to both of these teams who've really played a clean game, which just adds to the mystique of the game, you know?
Yes, it does. Both teams, obviously last week, both teams in Catholic and Pine Forest, very well coached, or West Florida, excuse me, very well coached. But boy, this week I've been thoroughly impressed so far.
2nd down and 8. And Alberson's going to throw up high. He's got his man too. So what a play this is. That's number 7, Rouillet, who may take it to the house. He will. And a huge touchdown for Gulf Breeze as Alberson gets stuck but gets rid of it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Boy, Bryson Rouillet, I have not mentioned his name getting in the passing game tonight. He's been out there. But boy, oh boy, watch this battle, Alberson. Linebacker blitz, great job by Troy Coughlin picking up the blitz, allowing Alberson some time to throw it down to Rouillet. And Rouillet just outruns the defender and Maurice Deuce-Ned for 6 points.
That is a 77-yard touchdown with under 9 to go. Huge play there, and now on for the extra point. Number 19, that's Dylan Seeker. It's good. And that's going to make it 28-13. So this became a much taller order for the Raiders as of that huge moment. We'll see what they can do about it when we come back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Lots of folks trying to get one more barbecue sandwich before they close things up.
Look
Last
at them
call.
sitting up there.
No, I know you can see looks like there's a good 20 of them left up there. Yum.
I'll be right back.
The Airport Dental Smile Cam has my mouth watering, that's for sure. Huge touchdown moments ago as Gulf Breeze, 77 yards in one play. Alberson to Rouillet, and with under 9 to go, the Navarre offense, which has looked very good all night, has to score a couple of times, and they're going to try and get that started right here with a big return, and all the way out to the 50-yard line, and still going, folks. Look at this.
He's got it. He's
just
gonna
like
do
that.
it. Oh my goodness.
Number 2, Terrence Marshall. It takes about 15 seconds to
got
answer.
a ball game, baby.
Navarre gets just what they need. Touchdown, Raiders.
Oh my goodness. What in the world just happened? Watch this right here. You don't think special teams plays a role in high school football? Well, this is what special teams can do for you. Great job by the return team for the Raiders. Great job by Mr. Marshall shedding some tacklers. And look at the blocking right there. Oh my goodness, this is, whew.
It's a 94-yard kickoff return, and boy, did it come at the right moment when Navarre was all of a sudden down a couple of touchdowns. They get one so quickly. Remember, a few minutes ago, they missed their extra point, so they have to go for 2, and they're going to do that right here and try to make this a touchdown and an extra point game. Feaster under some pressure. His receiver falls down, and that's not going to work. And that is huge because, Jeff, that makes it a 9-point game and a 2-score game. So Navarre gets the kickoff return touchdown, but still down 2 scores.
Yeah, interesting right there that they go ahead and try to go for 2. Again, look, Coach Jay Wall's been doing this for a long time, and he's one of the best at it. I would have kicked the extra point and go ahead and just save that. Save that for later, but now you know you got a 2-score game. So, ooh, man.
When you can score in 8 to 10 seconds.
It's true. I can't argue with that.
Well, you know, the Gulf Breeze offense is very stout, really, really good offense. Remember, they were 5-0 to start the season. They struggled a little in the first half, Jeff. They've looked good here in the second half, and now with 8:38 to go and up 2 scores, despite the fact that Navarre has been really moving the ball, got to feel good if you're in Gulf Breeze's position.
Well, remember in the first half we talked about Navarre offense looking good, but they had 2 turnovers. Well, right there for Gulf Breeze in that first drive, they were driving down the field and they had a turnover. So, again, both offenses are looking really good right now. But I tell you what, for Gulf Breeze, how are you going to answer right now? Now, luckily, it's a 2-possession game. It's not 1, but I expect the Dolphins to chew as much clock as they can on this next possession.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Because now it's a 2-possession game. You don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Last time Gulf Breeze had the ball, a 77-yard strike to Rouillet was good for 6. Going to be a high, short kickoff fielded at the 25-yard line. And here comes Carson Hepworth, who takes it out to about the 29-yard line. And with 8:30 to go, the Gulf Breeze offense will take the field, and a lot on the line tonight. I mean, most importantly, a playoff spot is on the line. The winner, Jeff, is going to move on. The loser is going to need some help. But just aside from that, just with this rivalry, there's a whole lot on the line for Gulf Breeze. They've not beaten Navarre since 2016, as you pointed out.
And what a big rivalry it is. I mean, the Beach Bowl, and we talked about it, 2016. This means a lot to Coach Clayton. I said in the open, Gulf Breeze lost 3 of its last 4, but this may be Coach Clayton's best team he's brought to the Beach Bowl in many years. So, boy.
And remember, that means for a lot of seniors on this Gulf Breeze team, they've never beaten Navarre. Carson Hepworth, of course, would love to finally get that done. And that's going to be a beautiful run. Just a terrific effort from Troy Coughlin, who does not go down until he gains almost 11. 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College.
And this is where Coughlin can really hurt you in the 4th quarter. He is one of the best conditioned backs in our area, and I'm telling you, you won't find a better 200-pound back than Mr. Coughlin. A lot of times guys run out of, they run out a little bit of fuel in the 4th quarter. Coughlin just gets going.
Out at the 40-yard line with 8 minutes to go here in the game. Keep it on the ground and try and chew some more of that clock. That's Coughlin, who picks up a couple. And, Jeff, on the one hand, running the ball is gonna chew that clock, but on the other, Coughlin's really, really good. There's a whole lot of reason to keep it on the ground anyway.
Again, all things favor the Dolphins right now.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. Again, when you talk about running the football and you're like, well, what if they have to punt it away? Well, if they can chew 4 or 5 minutes off that clock, it's still a 2-possession game. Remember that. So that's why I think you don't have to force your hand right here.
I totally agree. Great point. If you can run 3 or 4 minutes off the clock, even if you get nothing out of it, that's a successful possession for Gulf Breeze. 2nd down and 8. Yes, indeed, they keep it on the ground. And Coughlin picks up about 3 or 4 more, so it's going to be 3rd down and 3 as he crosses midfield onto the Navarre side.
And you always hold your breath when you look at the gaps that he has to run through right now. My goodness, you just wait for him to break it. Man, what an atmosphere here tonight.
It's been great.
What a game. I mean, the game is great itself, but what an atmosphere. It's always fun to come out here to Navarre. Even better. Well, again, we were here week 1 against Fort Walton Beach when they dominated the Vikings. But, man, you're talking about this rivalry here. The stands are packed. Everybody's yelling and cheering, and the playoffs are on the line.
3rd down and 4 from the 46-yard line. And, yes, indeed, that's Coughlin again, who will cut back. Yes, I think he's got enough, as he crosses right over the 50, and that is where they needed to get, and they do. Looks like we're going to have a water break on the field, so we'll step away as Gulf Breeze gets another 1st and 10. Midway through the 4th quarter, Gulf Breeze up big, and they've got the ball.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We're back, and the Navarre band looking for a reason to play, but at this moment in time, Gulf Breeze holding all the cards as they've got 1st and 10 at the 50, literally at midfield, and up by 9. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. And yes, indeed, Gulf Breeze just going to keep it on the ground, and Coughlin going to get out wide, folks. He's not going to score, but he's all the way down to the 12-yard line inside the Synovus red zone. It's a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College. And, Jeff, there you go. Keep it on the ground to run the clock, but keep it on the ground because this guy's incredible.
Again, Troy Coughlin, one of the best backs in our area. 4th quarter comes around. He's just getting started. Again, watch this, but great blocking. Look at the offensive line. He gets that secondary, and boy, oh boy, go ahead. And here's the other thing. He stays in bounds.
Yep.
That's just a smart veteran player right there.
It's a 38-yard scurry. 1st and 10 now at the 14-yard line. And this time it's Carson Hepworth who's tripped up at about the line of scrimmage.
That's about the only negative thing you can say about Epworth tonight. He's had a great game.
Oh yeah, he's been great. He's had a great career at Gulf Breeze, and again, it'd be a real nice capper for him to be a part of a team that beats Navarre. You know, you hate to lose to your rival your entire run in high school, and Gulf Breeze is in good position to break that tonight. You know, Jeff, it's funny. We keep calling it a rivalry, and it is a rivalry. Very few rivalries have their own trophy at the high school level, but this one does.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, this game's there's still plenty of time left, but we've got plenty of plays for Closets by Design Play of the Game, Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Player of the Game.
Coughlin going to keep it there and picks up 1 or 2. Remember, the previous play was a loss of a couple, so it looks like back to about the original line of scrimmage with 4:55 to go.
You know, though, we talk about these trophies for rivalries.
Right.
Our trophy's the best.
I completely
That's
agree.
what they play the games for.
Well, that's what's so cool about this game is the winner walks away with two trophies. You got to bring in a crew to get all the hardware. It's 3rd down and just over 10 with 4:35 to go. Gulf Breeze well inside field goal range. Albertson going to throw the end zone, but he and his receiver not on the same page. However, flags come in. We may have pass interference, and if so, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Gulf Breeze, and that could be the final dagger.
Boy, and I thought I saw Deuce Ned right there grab some jersey, and I believe the referee saw the same thing. I have to check the replay just to make sure, but man, what a big-time penalty.
Well, that was going to be, would have put up 4th down and 11 and probably a field goal situation, but instead, that's not going to be the case, of course, as Gulf Breeze is just going to keep on rolling here, up 9 with the ball. So it's not an automatic 1st down, though. It's going to be 3rd down. They replay it, and about 5. If nothing else, it gives Gulf Breeze a chance to roll off another 30 seconds or so on the clock. Of course, at this moment, it stopped after the penalty. I bet they keep it on the ground here. Here comes Coughlin.
Timeout!
And he will not get the 1st down, so it's going to be 4th down. Looks like Coach Walls has called a timeout to stop that clock, and we'll see. I think the Gulf Breeze field goal unit going to come onto the field here.
I believe that would be a good call, but here's the thing. Again, for Gulf Breeze, no matter what happens, mission accomplished.
100%.
You chewed almost 5 minutes off this clock right here. Now, remember, it's a 2-possession game. So
yeah, and a chance to get some points out of this.
Yeah.
If they're able to convert a field goal, they're going to be up 12. So yes, indeed, it'll be not even a touchdown and a field goal, but it becomes a 2-touchdown game. And with under 5 minutes to go, that'd be a tall order. But we do know Navarre can strike quick. See for Exhibit A, the kickoff return for a touchdown just a couple of minutes ago for 94 yards from Terrence Marshall.
I don't think they're going to kick to him anymore. I think you learned your lesson.
Yeah.
You'll just pooch kick it next time.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of pooch kicks. You finally kick it deep, and it's like, see you later. All right, so it is 4th down, and again, that's going to be a field goal attempt now. Line of scrimmage is at the 9. It's about a 26-yard effort here from Dylan Seeker. Battle Albertson, quarterback, is the holder here. This angle should give us a great
Beautiful
view.
angle. It's good.
Definitely good. That's going to make it 31-19. So Gulf Breeze has looked very good in the second half and in real position to get out of here on the road with a huge win. Remember, the winner of the game will move on to the playoffs. The loser may, but we'll need some help. So a whole lot on the line aside from this rivalry. And Jeff, why don't you give us a few more scores from Northwest Florida State College as we go back to the sports booth.
Yeah, the Milton Panthers on the road at Fort Walton Beach. Well, they're up 30-16. Northview goes up with a few minutes left, 49-27 over Panama City Arnold. Again, we talk about Choctaw over Pensacola Catholic 55-14, so that will end the Catholic Crusaders' playoff hopes. Baker over Vernon 49-13. Pace, it is now final on the road over Booker T 32-22. And Freeport. Boy, they lost a tough one to Lafayette 44-13 on the road tonight.
And remember, you can see the highlights from, like you said, Jeff, they're not going to kick to him again. This time they do the pooch, and that's going to be fielded at the 25, and a nice return, too.
Devin Wright.
Yeah, Devin Wright takes it all the way out to the 40-yard line on the Gulf Breeze side of the field. So, yes, that Navarre needed badly. Remember, they're 2 touchdowns down. But, Jeff, just like that, they're within striking distance in a single play. That was a huge return.
I mean, boy, oh boy. Devin Wright has been all around probably the player of the game for Navarre. Just everything he's done on defense, special teams. When you look at it, I mean, the whole package. This is huge. And the reason this is huge is, like you said, one play. Now you're within striking distance, one throw away, one run, whatever it is. And you can make this very scary for the Dolphin defense.
All right, so he's just going to roll out here, and he's got his man. Yes, indeed. That's Terrence Marshall, who had the kickoff return a few minutes ago. That's going to be the 1st and 10 down to the 30-yard line.
But you got to go. You still got 2 timeouts in 4 minutes, but you need 2 possessions, so you got to get up and go in a hurry.
You got to think Coach Walls would love to hang on to those timeouts because if they're lucky enough to score, they need them to stop Gulf Breeze and try to get their hands on the ball again. He's going to do his best not to use them here. Down to the 30-yard line. Feaster going to throw out wide once again. Here's Percival, who will get out of bounds to the 22-yard line. And that's the best of both worlds, Jeff. A nice gain of about 8 out near the Synovus red zone, and the clock will stop.
Well, the Dolphins are playing a little bit of like a prevent-style defense. But when you look at for Navarre, they're going into a 2-minute offense. We saw that before half. They had a lot of success throwing the football. So I tell you what, this works out in the favor of the Raiders right now.
2nd down and 2 with 3:41 to go. And Feaster trying to organize a comeback here. Going to throw over the middle. His man's wide
my
open.
Goodness.
That did not take long. Touchdown Navarre. It's Percival who makes the catch. And with 3:36 to go, the Raiders take almost no time to score, Jeff. Wow.
Holy cow. Just when you think, you know what? It's going to at least take a couple minutes. Nope, the quick strike offense and the quick strike Navarre Raiders. Hunter Feaster, I tell you what, for this young man being his first start, he has played fantastic. And that's his favorite target right there in Percival, and he has been tremendous all game long.
Yeah, Percival has been awesome. So this time around, Navarre's just going to go for another extra point. They've had some issues with post-touchdown scoring, but this time they'll see what they can do. And that's Percival, who just, I'm sorry, that 23? Check that. Yeah.
He made it.
Yes, indeed. That's good. That's Caden Howard. So just like that, it's 3 plays, 46 seconds is all it took. And you go back to that terrific kickoff return from Devin Wright, who set things up so beautifully for the Navarre offense.
All right, here's the thing. It's now a 5-point ball game. Right. It is crazy as this has been. How many comebacks have we seen here with Navarre? Again, a lot. There's still a lot of time going on. Navarre has to go make some plays on defense. But if they score a touchdown, no extra point needed, they go and they win this ball game.
Incredible.
Hey, again.
And that's why Coach Walls was saving those timeouts, because he's going to want to use them here if his defense can get any kind of a stop against Gulf Breeze. I started to say before the fireworks of that very quick drive, when you were giving some of the other scores, I was going to remind people that there will not be an 11 p.m. prep football final tonight with Dan Shugart, so we won't have that usual 30-minute show at 11, but what you will get is during Channel 3 News at 10 with Bob Solarski, when Mr. Shugart comes out to do his sportscast at about 10:20, it'll be extended. We've done that the last few weeks. We're going to do that again tonight. It'll probably be between 10 and maybe 15 minutes, and that's a whole lot of time to show you highlights from so many games, and rest assured some of them will be coming from this game, which has been filled with highlights.
Yeah, so in about 10 minutes will be the 10 o'clock news, and this game will just be wrapping up with when Dan Shugart gives you all the highlights again. Boy, what a night it's been, just all over the Panhandle, over into Alabama, playoffs starting tonight. But this game, overall, this is the game of the week.
Yeah, and it's living up to that hype. So here we go. Going to kick it away from. It's going to trickle out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty against the Raiders, as not a good bounce. Not what they were looking for. That's number 49 for Navarre, Hunter Crowder. So 3:35 to go, and a little bit of pressure now on Battle Alberson, Jeff, and this Gulf Breeze defense to get at least one, if not a couple of first downs. If they can do that, they should be able to get out of here with a win. If Navarre can stop them, though.
I mean, here's the thing for Coach Clayton. do you come out here and try to just pound the rock on the ground and trust your
Force them to
offensive
take
line to Troy
timeouts.
Coughlin? Or do you try to, you know what, don't take any risk and try to get some yards through the air? I think personally I lean on my veteran running back right there who has been phenomenal in the fourth quarter.
And that's what they're going to do right here. That's Coughlin, who's got a big hole. And he's still on his feet, folks. Crosses midfield. 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College. So that's huge because it shifts the field a little bit. It moves the chains. And it allows... Do we have a penalty?
No. But Coughlin, his arm is hanging right there.
Oh.
That's not a good sign. Anytime a young man, his arm is just dangling like that, that is not good. He waves to come off the field, so
yikes.
Boy, you hope he's all right. He's grabbing that shoulder.
Hate to
Could
see
be a
that.
stinger. Who knows?
Hopefully. I'm sure the athletic trainer will be over there quickly to talk to him and see what's going on. Back on the field, it's 1st and 10 after a huge play.
Malachi Mason checks in.
That's 3:04 to play here as the clock continues to roll. Navarre's got to get a stop. And Gulfport's using every second of that play clock, and that's going to be a stop of maybe a loss of 1. And I won't be surprised if they use one of their timeouts here. We'll see with 2:45 to go and still counting.
Well, you talk about Malachi Mason checking in, and Malachi Mason is a great, third down back. He can run out of the backfield. He's got tremendous speed. But you're telling me that Navarre defense didn't get a little more momentum on their side when they saw Coughlin just jogging off? Boy, oh boy, you're looking for something, and he does not look good right now. A lot of pain.
No, he's hurting. There's no doubt about it.
He is one of the best too.
2:20 to go. 2nd down and 11, right at midfield. Navarre holds on to that timeout. Going to put it on the ground here. And Navarre defense once again will get the stop. And there you go. Coach Walls is calling the timeout this time around. So it's going to be 3rd down now and more than 10. Navarre still has 1 timeout after calling their second right there with 2:08 to go.
In decision time, again, you've got 2 minutes left. You know Navarre still has a timeout. Do you try to throw for a 1st down, or do you try to just run the football and make Navarre burn their last timeout and punt it back to Navarre? This is where you get your money as a head coach, because these are decisions I don't want to make.
Well, you know, if Coughlin's still in the game, I think they're keeping it on the ground.
Right.
You know, not sure whether will or not. Did you say that was who was it?
Malachi Mason.
Malachi Mason that came in. Who's a good player for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see.
I go play action. I really do. I think you got to get a 1st down.
Well, if you get the 1st down, you're going to win the game.
That's what I mean. Right now, you just got to go for the dagger. And a 1st down, it would be a dagger against Navarre. But I think you play action. You know what? We're just going to try to run the football. And Carson Hepworth, where's he at? He's at the top of your screen. Well, he's in the slot toward the top of your screen right now. Watch him, because he is always Mr. Johnny on the spot. Watch him in the middle of the field.
It's big play after big play. There he is, Carson Hepworth, the senior. They're going to keep it on the ground, and this is going to be number 32 who gets out wide. He will not get the 1st down.
And it stops the clock.
Quinville goes out of bounds, saves Coach Walls a timeout, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now, Jeff, does Coach Clayton go for it? It's 4th down and 4.
Nope. Going to bring his punting unit on.
Going to punt. And that, of course, means Carson Hepworth, and that means Navarre will get the ball. Remember, just a few minutes ago when they needed 2 touchdowns, they got one of them in about 35 seconds. So this offense can strike quick, and that is Derek Percival back to receive. He's the man who caught the touchdown pass moments ago.
Watch the block, but at the same time, remember, Hepworth is the backup quarterback, so you got to be careful of a fake right here as well.
Great call.
They're going to play it safe.
Yep, he's going to punt it. And it's going to be going out of bounds there as Hepworth kicked with an angle, goes out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. So with 1:51 to go, Navarre will be 79 yards away from a touchdown, and that's the only thing that can get it done. Field goal, not enough, Jeff. They have 1 timeout and 79 yards, but they've also got a quarterback in Hunter Feaster who's shown he can throw this ball with ease.
Well, Terrence Marshall, Derek Percival, again, those are 2 guys we talked about at the beginning of the game in our open that were going to help out Hunter Feaster. Well, it's been that way so far. So for the offensive line, can they protect Feaster just one more drive? And remember, like you said, they need a touchdown, but a touchdown, they don't need the extra point. A touchdown wins it.
Yep. Chris DeCourt coming out of the backfield also catches quite a few passes, so that's something else to look for. And here's Feaster going to roll out wide. It's going to be caught. Does he get out of bounds? It's number 85 who makes the catch. Chase Richardson does not get out of bounds. And, of course, that's big because that means the clock keeps rolling. It's a pickup of about 6, but they need a whole lot more than 6. And that play cost them 25, 30 seconds, and it's still counting. Down to 127.
They gotta go.
Yeah. Can't burn the timeout in that situation. This time it's Percival who will get out of bounds, and he'll also get a first down. So it's a 1st and 10 now just past the 30-yard line with 1:18 to go. And you get the feeling that there on that play, Jeff, that was the only goal. Get the first down, get out of bounds, let's take a breath.
It was a way of using a timeout without using a timeout, and you accomplish your goal because you know Gulf Breeze is playing back a little bit. So, again, it's interesting to see how Gulf Breeze plays this because you don't want to give them too much room.
At that 31-yard line now, and he's going to throw over the middle. He's got his man wide open. That's number 2, Terrence Marshall, who catches it at about the 46-yard line.
Clock will stop as the chains move.
It's a nice play by Feaster, who rolls out, keeps his head up, finds his man. And sure enough, that's right at the 46-yard line. The clock is moving now. We're down to 1 minute to go. Feaster in some trouble, but he's going to take off, and he's got some room. He's trying to get out of bounds. He's not going to be able to do it. Gets down to about the 44-yard line, and I think Navarre is – did they call their timeout?
No, but they said they're moving the chains, so the clock will stop.
Yeah, the chains will stop the clock as Feaster makes the decision to run for it and is able to get that 1st and 10. At the 44-yard line, clock running again. Feaster going to throw out wide.
Uh-oh. Oh, man, had him.
Terrence Marshall, who gets down to the 35-yard line, and now you think Navarre, Coach Walls wants him to clock it. Coach Walls does not want to use that timeout. And there's the clocking with 24.5 seconds to go. What a game,
Oh,
Jeff.
my goodness.
This is incredible. And listen, it's important because now Navarre, they can throw to the end zone at any moment now that they're this far down the field. And a touchdown, as you say, wins the game.
Here's the thing. So for Gulf Breeze, you just talked about it. Navarre can throw to the end zone at any point. They're within range. Gulf Breeze has got to know that, obviously. So they're going to probably play off right here instead of playing some of that 10 yards off coverage and give them a little bit of room. But at the same time, that's going to open up the middle of the field for the Raiders.
Listen, that was not a first down. It's 3rd down and about a yard here. Going to throw it out wide. There's Percival, who will hustle out of bounds.
Wow, great job.
Great play by Mr. Percival. Gets down to the 30-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College with under 20 seconds to go. Navarro needs a touchdown. The Beach Bowl, a playoff spot on the line.
Who doesn't love the beach right here?
Incredible.
This is what we came for. My goodness. Our final Friday night rivals of the season, and it comes down to this.
Well, and we've had 2 great Gulf Breeze games. Remember, their game against Washington came down to the last play as well. Here's Feaster. He's in some trouble. Ball's on the ground. And it's recovered by Gulf Breeze. That's number 60 who's going to take it to the house.
Gone.
Philip Dillard will end the game. Oh, my, with 5 seconds to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Philip Dillard, it's the 3rd touchdown from the Gulf Breeze defense, and it's the biggest one of the night. Wow.
I tell you what, watch this right here. Hunter Feaster tries to get around. And Mr. Andrew Thorne, by the way, caused that fumble with Feaster coming up. And I tell you what, the young freshman in Dillard right there, he may be a freshman right now. When we talk about all the good players, that may be the best play of his high school career.
And I'm sure Coach Walls is stunned. A feeling I think he's felt a few times tonight. Incredible.
Well, I tell you what, the scoreboard does not dictate this game, how close it really was.
It's been great. And credit to Gulf Breeze because their defense has been huge now with 3 touchdowns. But their offense in the second half came through as we've seen it do so much this season. The extra point is up, and it's very good. That makes it 38-26. The lead is back to 12 with under 3 seconds to go. And Gulf Breeze, for the first time since 2016, is going to win the Beach Bowl, and they're heading to the playoffs as well, Jeff. Unbelievable. What a play. I can't believe we've seen 3 different touchdowns from the Gulf Breeze D. What a turn.
I don't know what to say.
Somebody get Jeff some water.
I mean, we are never disappointed when we come here.
That was incredible.
I mean, really, we've seen some great comebacks. We've seen some great football games here at Navarre. And we felt, again, Navarre losing 21-7 at half. We just kind of had that feeling of, you know what, but they're still in control of this game, and they were.
Yeah.
But again, big turnovers, and like you said, credit Gulf Breeze.
Totally.
I mean, they literally, it looked like the world was caving in on them.
Well,
I mean, but they continue to fight. They continue to play every single play, and I tell you what, they are playoff bound, and rightfully so.
Yeah, and as much as it did feel like Navarre dominated the first half, even though Gulf Breeze was up 21-7 at the half, the second half hasn't felt like that at all.
No.
Gulf Breeze turned things around beautifully, so credit to Coach Clayton, who no doubt got his team inspired there at the half and told them, I'm sure, hey, don't rest on the laurels here. And this will probably be the last play. No, it looks like the clock's still running, but that's going to do it. That will be the last play of the game. And Gulf Breeze gets the win in the Beach Bowl. 37-26 is the final score. I actually think it might have been 38 because, well, maybe not. We'll just leave it at 37-26. Jeff, 3 defensive touchdowns, and all, these weren't pick sixes. These were balls that were picked up, perfect bounces, and then just see you later.
Yeah, 2 of them were perfect bounces, and the other was a rip forced fumble right there. This has been an absolute wild game.
Wow. So, Gulf Breeze, congrats. They're going to the playoffs. They win the Beach Bowl. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach Clayton. We've got a player of the game. We've got a play of the game as well.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We are back. Good evening, everybody. It's Friday Night Rivals, our last game of the season, and we ended on a doozy. We've got a big win for Gulf Breeze on the road, and Coach Clayton joins us now. Coach Bobby Clayton. Coach, I think we're all just catching our breath. That was an incredible game, as per the norm in this game.
Absolutely, man. The Gulf Breeze-Navarre rivalry, man, it's second to nobody. These guys, both Navarre and our guys, got after it from the moment we arrived and the students started heckling us till right now. So, man, it was an outstanding ball game.
Coach, listen, you guys hadn't won this game. This is a big deal since 2016. And I know for some of your seniors, a guy like Carson Hepworth, they really wanted to get out of here. Can you talk a little bit about what that means to win this game before those seniors graduate?
Yeah, I mean, you set goals at the beginning of the season as a team, and our first goal was to win a district title, and we did not do that, and we came up short. And then, we set our eyes on this one. Hey, let's go. This will make all that sting go away right now. Beat your arch rival that has pretty much owned you for a while. And so us coming down here at their park, second time we've done that in my coaching as a head coach with Gulf Breeze. Can't say enough about our staff and our kids and how they fought. Our student body showed up out here in mass force, man. What a great game.
Well, Coach, I mean, obviously beating your rival is very nice, as you said. That's a big deal. But more importantly, this is a big win for Gulf Breeze because it means you're going to live to fight another day. How are you feeling about the team as you head into playoffs?
Well, right now, my wife's coming up here right now. Well, right now.
Oh, look at that smile. Love
right
it.
Now,
that's great.
Right now, I feel good. I mean, we feel great about it. We got to check some injuries. Troy got popped right there at the end.
Yeah.
We got to check him out because he's a big component of our offense. But hey, who needs an offense when you play defense like that, right? Those guys scored 3 touchdowns for us tonight and make us all look like $1 million. But just like you draw it up, right? I actually told our team this is the truth. You can ask our team before the game. I said, man, I'm feeling 2 scoop and score touchdowns.
Wow.
And I actually said a pick 6. I missed that one, but
wow,
shame on you.
I did have a dream last night. We were going to scoop and score.
Oh, well, Coach, listen, if you'll indulge me, I have one more question for you before we let you go. And I wanted you to talk a little bit about Carson Hepworth. He's a senior. As we say, it seems like every time we cover one of your games, we never go more than 2 or 3 plays without saying his name, whether it's on defense with the big picks at the end there at the first half, or whether he's punting or something huge on offense. What an incredible career he's had at Gulf Breeze.
Man, the kid's an outstanding competitor. He was featured as the Scholar Athlete the other day. And just, man, he comes from a great family. Grandparents are great people. His whole family, I think the whole city of Gulf Breeze is somehow related to the Hepworths. But he's an outstanding player, and I really wish he was just like a sophomore or junior.
I'm sure you do. Wish he could just keep on playing. Listen, Coach Clayton, congratulations. It's a huge win. Let's go ahead and hand over some hardware as we once again are handing Coach Clayton the trophy. Well done to you and your team, and good luck as you move forward, Coach.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. This means a lot.
Yes, sir. Man, there you go. So
That's
Coach
awesome.
Bobby Clayton
That is
there,
awesome.
very stoked as he should be. An incredible win here at Navarre. And while you can see there's a second trophy, remember this is the Beach Bowl, and they actually have a trophy just for this bowl game. It's a good-looking trophy, too. So Gulf Breeze will walk out of here tonight with a couple of nice pieces of hardware. Jeff, we always have to give, of course, a player of the game and a play of the game. And it was tough to choose play of the game. There were a lot of big ones, but why don't you tell us what we got?
Well, our play of the game by Closets by Design. Look at the quarterback sneak. Navarre goes for it on 4th and short right there. They got it. They're moving for some yards. And then, wait a minute. The refs didn't blow the play, Dad. What do you mean? Oh, wait. Shemaine Walker. Big Shemaine Walker. I tell you what, nobody deserves it more on that Gulf Breeze defense than Shemaine Walker. Watch him. He not only rips it free, he's the one that ripped it free. He takes it all the way to 6. Big fella touchdown right there. He played a great game, was a thorn in the side of the Raiders all night long. Well-deserved touchdown, young man, and you are going to the playoffs.
That's one of 3 Gulf Breeze defensive touchdowns tonight, so congratulations to Shemaine there on that big-time play. And now we move on to the Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram player of the game. And this is something, Jeff, I think we just felt like we had to do.
I mean, again, we've been saying this young man named Carson Hepworth for many years here on Friday Night Rivals, and every time we say it, he's making a big play. Here's the thing. He makes big plays, but it's the things that you don't see that he does every single time. You see him on defense making the big pick right there before half. Not only that, punting the football, but he's a leader on this football team. He gets these guys going in the right direction. He's a second coach, and he's a coach on the field. I tell you what, nobody deserves player of the game more than Mr. Carson Hepworth.
Congratulations to Carson, who's had an incredible career at Gulf Breeze, and it ain't over because the Dolphins will move on as they get the big win tonight. And with that, folks, that'll do it for 2021 and Friday Night Rivals. This, of course, our last game, but that doesn't mean high school football is over. The playoffs still to come. And don't forget tonight on Channel 3 News at 10, which is probably, it's 10:09, well underway. By the way, hey, there you go.
There we go.
We took this picture before the game. There's the entire crew from Friday Night Rivals. Other than Jeff and me and Derek Diamond on the far right, pretty much everyone else in that picture gets here around 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and works all day to set this whole thing up so we can bring you these quality games every single Friday night. So kudos to the team. Thanks to all of our partners this year. It really has been a blast, as it always is. You can catch highlights tonight of all the games during Channel 3 News at 10. That's on right now. Shugart hits in about 10 minutes with highlights. And other than that, we thank you so much for watching a terrific game to end the season, not only tonight, but all year, folks. We really appreciate it. Jeff, it's been my pleasure. Thanks for all your help throughout the season. We'll see you guys in about 9-10 months.